jump as soon as you hit grid. Last jump for the scouting party. Then we gotta scout the wormhole.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Welcome. Whoa. Let's go! Yeah! Hold. Hold. All right, here's the plan. We're going to try to burn out of this thing as fast as we can. Come on. Yes! Oh! We made it, everybody. We made it. Oh, shit. Let's go! Ha ha ha! Perfect. All right, and the DSC's on the way. We made it. Boojum. As soon as I hit grid, I'll let you know. You can warp to me. Boojum. Boojum. Not and Boojum, but Boojum. That was fun. That was really fun.
We're back. Back again with another day of the Boojum Armada. The Boojum Wormhole Expedition. It's finally happened. Just a few days ago, the Lavinia Whately, our intrepid Tengu, fell in battle. After scouting a nearby C3, we found 2 prospects mining some gas. And after a few attempts to try and find, tackle, and kill those prospects, we realized that these capsuleers were more than just your normal day trippers. They were in fact quite skilled. So we decided to return back to the system that we were in and collect some loot from the nearby combat sites. Sometime later, a sigil appeared on D-scan. And, excited to finally get a kill in some time, we warped the Tengu onto grid. Too late, we realized as our missiles were away that that sigil was part of the same corporation that the prospects were in that we were hunting earlier. The trap had been set, and we had taken the bait. Within moments, a Jaguar and a Tornado were also on grid. We realized there was no escape for us. In a last desperate attempt, we were able to finally kill the sigil before the Lavinia Whately was destroyed. Luckily, our capsule was able to escape, and we were able to go and find ourselves a new ship. And then, just 2 days later, last night in fact, as we were exploring K-Space on our Lavinia Whately, in our Tengu, trying to find some of the new pirate officers to see if we could get some of their officer modules, we were killed again. Surrounded by hundreds of pirates in an asteroid belt. We could not escape, and the Lavinia Whately died yet again. In the span of less than a week, we've lost our most expensive ship twice over. It's a blow. A desperate blow to the expedition. Luckily, the Marie Curie, our backup Tengu, is waiting. We've undocked her and brought her back out into J-Space. With every loss, there comes new opportunities. New chances to succeed. Anoikis is a cruel place. And while it may be expensive, and the losses that we have suffered are unquantifiable, the lessons that we've learned can also not be measured. We're still learning, still exploring, still trying to get better at what it means to be a capsuleer in New Eden. So today is a day of possibility. A day of possibilities and new opportunities in spite of great loss, in spite of embarrassment. We have to keep fighting, keep striving forward. The wormhole expedition, the Boojum Armada, will continue. Exclamation mark loss in the chat for our first giveaway.
Good morning, good evening, welcome back everybody, welcome back. Exclamation mark loss, LOSS in the chat for our first giveaway. How are we all doing today? Things aren't going great for us, but that's okay. That's okay. Lost a couple of ships. Yeah, spinning it was a bummer. Man, last night was rough. It's been a rough week, guys, for us in New Eden. That's okay. That's okay. We learned a lot. We learned a lot. We learned that even in high sec, some of those asteroid belts are not to be trifled with. Oh my goodness, they are not to be trifled with. And I also have a great plan for today's stream, everybody. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be showcasing a really cool wormhole that we happen to find along the way in our little journey here. Not just a cool wormhole, but a cool organization, an awesome corporation, and a lot of really cool people that call this wormhole their home. In fact, it's going to be our temporary home for a little bit here, while we are continuing to learn, continuing to try and collect loot, gas, ISK for the Boojum Armada. How is everybody doing today? Mosh Pit, what is going on? Arendar, 40 Som, Allhaven, Sampite, what is happening? Happy Saturday, happy weekend. Good morning, good evening, everybody. El Felixio. And Gabe is here too. Man, we got a whole crew of people here. Very, very nice. Very nice. Guys, I'm excited for today. I think it's gonna be a good day. Despite the horrific losses that we have suffered. Despite the horrific losses that we suffered. We're going to be showcasing this wormhole today and the corporation that resides within it. And then after that's done, I think what we may do is a Boojum skin auction, because we haven't done one of those in a while. So we may auction off one of our Boojum skins. We just got some cool updates to the Skinner program. I think they might even be live right now, in fact. I'll take a look at our patch notes here in just a little bit here. But I believe we can now trade them directly with other capsuleers. So that's great news, because then when we auction these things off, we can just send them straight to you instead of having to do the game of trying to buy it super fast off of the Skinner store, the Paragon store. That'll make things a lot easier for us. And then the last thing I'd say is I'd thrown out the idea last weekend of maybe doing a little bit of a how to make a little behind the scenes of the stream, like how we make some of the effects, some of the overlays and things like that for our stream. We've been working with Adobe After Effects and trying to learn that program and learn the ways of animating graphics, motion animation. So we're working on building a cool effect here. So if you guys wanted to, maybe we'll jump into that after we're kind of done with our Eve content. Jump in a little bit of like Adobe After Effects and how we make some stuff. We're not good at it. We're still learning. It takes us a long time. Either way, it's a project we're gonna be getting after today. We may just do it off stream, but be up to you guys. See what you guys want to think. We'll see what you guys would like to do. Jump over here into our amazing penthouse suite overlooking the Boojum cyberpunk city in the background there. Rain falling in the distance. Took us a little bit longer to get our stream set up today. We got some new wireless headphones, and of course that reset all of our audio settings. So we had to redo everything today. That was fun. But we got it going despite everything. It's been a good day. It's been a good day so far. How do they sound? They sound great, Haven. I really, really like them. These are some Steel Series Wireless Pro headsets, and I really like them. A solid upgrade to the wired version that we were using. Me too, Haven. Me too. I really like them a lot. They have a really good system for EQ, and I mean, they effectively come with their sonar program, which allows you to have almost an entire sound system back there, which is great. Gwyneth, what is going on? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Happy Saturday. Today is a day of loss, Gwyneth. Yes, today is a day of loss. We have lost 2 Tengus in the span of 2 days. It's been brutal. Been so brutal. Dorley Pearled, what's going on? Praise Shar. What is happening? Welcome, welcome. Despite that, we've got the Marie Curie out here now. Our backup Tengu. A backup Tengu that's got quite a lot of kill marks on it. That was the true loss of the Lavinia Waitley. The true loss was when that Tengu died, we lost all of our kill marks on that hull. Oh, that hurt. We were doing pretty good. We were like up to like 8 or 9 kill marks, something like that. On our new Marie Curie, we've got a good amount. How many do we have on this ship? Looks like 1, 2, 3, like maybe 8 kill marks. So not too bad. Not too bad. We've got to climb that ladder back up again. Hopefully we don't just die immediately today. That is a strong possibility. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, but hopefully not. All right. We're well on our way, everyone. Well on our way today. So, last call, loss, loss in the chat. We're going to start our first giveaway. Giving away one of CCP's partner skins, one of Caldari Prime Pony Club's Media Miasma skins this morning, and then we've got a cool little wormhole that we're going to be showcasing for you guys, as well as kind of going through some intro wormhole stuff. I know everybody here has been watching us doing a lot of J-Space content. But as we're kind of showcasing this wormhole, we're going to be going through a bit of how to J-Space, which is, uniquely enough, the entire point of this very specific wormhole. It's almost like a wormhole school for those who have yet to delve into the unknowns of Anoikis and have spent all of their time in K-Space. So that should be pretty fun. Zyler, what is going on? Speak of the devil. Zyler, speak of the devil. We were just talking about how today we're going to be showcasing this C2 wormhole. Welcome, Zyler. All right. What did I do? That's right. Yes, I'm excited for it, Zyler. I'm very excited. So, exclamation mark lost in the chat. Let's roll this giveaway for everybody. Here we go. Here we go. Ren Recal with the win. Let's go. Hell yes. Hell yes. Nicely done. Nicely done. All right. So, yes. Seriously? Is this your first win, Ren? I think it might be, huh? What is your in-game name? We'll send this on your way. By the way, for everybody who has recently bought anything in the New Eden store, thank you guys very much. We've got a couple of people who've bought some Plex or some Omega Time on there, and they used our Boojum creator code, which is so amazing. I think so far, since the Boojum creator code has been out there, since all of the creator codes have been out there, we've ended up getting like 5 or 6 people now who've used our code when they were checking stuff out. So awesome. Like, thank you guys for doing that. Helps support us a whole ton. So thank you all. If you happen to be in the New Eden store, go ahead and drop the Boojum code at the very end. It's just Boojum for our code when you guys are checking out. Helps give us, like, we get like 5% back, which is super awesome. Like, hell yeah, CCP. Doing some cool stuff to help support all the creators here, which is great. Yes, Ren Recall, let me know what your in-game name is here. Type exclamation mark IGN if you have it registered. If you don't have it registered, type exclamation mark IGN space and then your character's name in EVE Online, and it'll be registered. And the bot that myself and many other streamers use will have you there ready to go. And then after you've registered your in-game name, all you have to do is type exclamation mark IGN, just like this. You'll see in a moment, boom, it pops up. The Boojum is our in-game name, for example. Chisil Heartstrings, that's perfect. So now, as long as that's spelled correctly, you should be good to go. If it's not spelled correctly, then, well, just have to retype it. It's no big deal. All right. So we're going to send you one of these Scimitar Media Miasma skins here. These skins are pretty cool looking. I love the Media Miasma skins. I think Caldari Prime did a great job with these ones. They look so good. I mean, check this thing out. Look at that, everybody. Oh, yes. I think they're basically like Boojum skins. Not bad. Not as many bright yellows and oranges as we use, but still, it's hitting all the vibes. I love these things. So great looking. All right. Well, congratulations. Let's get going, huh, guys? Let's get started. Q, what is happening? Welcome. Slav is here as well. What is happening? The new Scimitar skin. Yeah, that's right, Zyler. That's right. Oh, man. Now, some of you may be thinking to yourself, Boojum, I thought you guys were on a nomad roam through J-Space. What are you doing in a space station? What are you doing docked up? That's not like you. Who gave you permission to dock in their wormhole? Aha! Let's get into it. So today, we are going to be showcasing the C2 wormhole system that is occupied, owned, and operated by Shad Squatch. I'm sure all of you are very familiar with their stream. Zyler here joining us from the Shad Corporation. This is going to be a lot of fun, guys. I'm very excited to showcase this wormhole. I can't believe that we somehow, against all odds, happened upon Shad's wormhole as we were roaming all around through J-Space. And not only his wormhole, but the C2 of their wormhole, which if you guys didn't know, I'm sure most of you are tracking, but if you haven't dropped into Shad's stream, definitely go check them out. An amazing stream, all sorts of fun content. They're also going to be raising money right now for charity. They're giving a huge charity fundraiser going. So make sure you check in there. Hopefully you can help support some of those charities as well. But Shad's got this little C2 here. They have got their Shad Squatch Holding LLC Corporation. Outside you can see they've got their station here in this little C2. It is a really cool little wormhole. They've got a couple of nice statics in the wormhole as well. And the whole point of this C2 is to provide a nice, easy introduction to wormhole content. If you guys don't know, Shad's, they live in a C5 for their main corporation. But they've also got this C2. So if you guys are interested at all in any of the stuff that like we've been doing on our little J-Space roam, our wormhole expedition here, this was a great way to get started and to jump in and join on some of the wormhole content that's out there. Have we thought a name for the C2 structure? You'll rename it right now. I think Shad's got some ideas, Zyler. Shad threw a couple of ideas out there. We threw a couple out there as well. I told Shad, you guys can pick the name as you see fit. So reach out to Shad if he wants to rename this thing. However they see fit. It should be pretty cool though. He had some great ideas. We were throwing out stuff like, I think we were talking about maybe the Boojum Mustache Emporium or Boojum's Reach, something like that. I don't know. Shad, by the way, is kind enough. He's going to be naming one of these stations after our Boojum Corporation here, which is super cool. Part of the charity donations that they're doing, part of raising money for charity, is that they've got really cool prizes that you can get if you go and donate to their charity. So we threw some money their way to help raise money for charity, and the prize that we selected was getting a station renamed after us. So very excited to be immortalized out here in J-Space until, you know, this thing eventually gets destroyed, probably, as all things do in New Eden. But anyway, if you guys are interested in getting after some J-Space content, and you are interested in learning the ways of J-Space with Shad Squatch and their little C2 here, go ahead and reach out to Zyler, who's in the chat. They are the recruitment officer for Shad Squatch. They've also got an in-game chat, which is Squatch Recruitment, if you guys want to jump in there. And I just threw into the chat as well the wiki for how to apply to their corporation. It's going to give you everything that you need, including some really cool tools like Pathfinder. They've got their own Pathfinder that they use, how to get into the C2, and then once you're here, you can feel free to dock up, go and do all the wormhole content that's not only in this C2, but in all of the adjacent wormholes as well. So today, what we're going to be doing is hopefully not dying, and two, hopefully showing you what type of content is in this C2, which would be great. Exactly, Zyla, yeah. Teach you all the ins and outs of J-Space, veteran or new bro like. And I think that's a big thing to highlight too. Like, I think that for us, our New Eden adventure is a little bit unique, is generally the impression that I get. Like, we started playing back in April, and on day 2, we were already addicted to wormhole content and hanging out in J-Space. You you know, we dropped in to one of the first wormholes that we ever found, died immediately, and at that point we were like, yeah, this is the way. This is super awesome. So we were super excited to jump in and start doing some wormhole content, and we've been doing it ever since. But that I don't think that is a normal progression for most capsuleers in New Eden. I think there's a lot of people out there, maybe you guys in the chat, who have like never even been in a wormhole. Don't really know a lot about them. They seem like they're these crazy, scary, spooky spaces. You know what I mean? Yeah, very unforgiving, right, Siler? What I have personally found is that I personally feel much more at home and much more safe in wormholes. I just love not being on local. I talk about this all the time, but I love the ability to do what I want and choose the fights that I get into to some degree. You can't always. We recently died. Our pod got recently destroyed in Thera because we tried to go through a wormhole that was horrifically bubbled. But man, it's a lot of fun. That's one of the things I love about J-Space. I mean, I have died exponentially less in wormholes than I have in K-Space. High sec, low sec, null sec, those are all so much more dangerous to me. That's just my perception than wormhole space is. But I've also heard, and kind of to your point, Styler, I've also heard that if you guys really want to get good at PvP, apparently wormhole space is the place to get really good at PvP, especially like small gang PvP and with a wormhole corporation. There's just so many tactical nuances that you really have to nail down when you're doing PvP in a wormhole. It's very, very unique from what I've seen, you know. We haven't been a part of a lot of big fleet battles in K-Space out there in nullsec and things like that, but we're doing that a little bit more, breaking into that content a little bit more, but I really love the game of cat and also cat that you get in J-Space, and mastering the use of D-Scan, being able to quickly locate other intrepid capsuleers that are out in J-Space to either get away from them or to hunt them down. Baiting is huge in J-Space. Yes, exactly, Zyler. We learned that the hard way twice over. Last week, we successfully baited a Loki. That was a big, big day for us when we used our buzzard to bait a Loki and get a kill. And then we got baited like the next time we played and died. Fitting. So goes the way of Bob and Anoikis. By the way, speaking of Bob and Anoikis, as we're about to jump out here into this system and go take a look at what's going on. We have a few sacrifices that we get to make to Bob, and I'm happy that we were able to do this. As we were getting the Marie Curie here, our new Tengu, the Marie Curie, you can see we do have some kill marks on here. Let me make this a little bit bigger for you guys. Glad you're taking the encounter with our battle sigil so well. Dude, there they are. Joe Joint, welcome, welcome. Yes, we've been telling the tale of the battle sigil. Man, that was such a good time. That was fun. Oh, we got baited so hard. Oh, it was so good. As soon as our missiles were away, locking up that battle sigil, I realized it was too late for us. I knew what I had done. It was one of those days where I should have just gone to bed earlier. But that's okay. We learned a lot, so thank you, Joe Joint. Thank you guys for helping me learn this game even more. We learned a lot of great lessons in that little encounter. I was just happy we were able to get one kill. Even though it was only a 15 million sigil. Happy we got something out of it. That was fun though. But the Lavinia Whately had fallen. All of her kill marks gone. But the Marie Curie here, you can see we've got a little bit of kill marks on the Marie Curie. We were using this ship to help us learn some low-sec PvP before we started our little J-Space adventure here. And so, well, she's on the front lines now. On the front lines is our last desperate attempt to go and secure more loot. I will say this, though. The fact that we lost our Tengu, while we may have lost that Tengu, and it was not, as you guys know, we did not have a cheap fit I mean, it was like a 1.4 billion ISK Tengu. Not cheap. Part of the fun, I think, is having some cool bling on the ship. High risk, though. Very high risk. But what I will say is, in the time that we've been out here in J-Space, in the 10 plus a couple of days, we've been able to raise up, you know, almost 4 billion ISK of loot. So if you guys are interested in how to make a lot of ISK really fast, J-Space is definitely the place for it. You can really bring a lot of loot in it. Very dangerous, but with high risk comes great reward. In our cargo hold, as we went and got the Marie Curie back, we found, yes, one of our own corpses that we'll be sacrificing to Bob, as well as another individual's corpse that we had secured earlier in our little low-sec PvP encounters and had not made a sacrifice to Bob yet. So we have 2 sacrifices to Bob to make today, which hopefully will bring us the protection of Bob out here in Anoikis. Will allow us to secure all of our blue loot and our gas. Will protect us from the rats and protect us from the bait, the other capsuleers out here in Anoikis. Praise be to Bob. Praise be to Bob. That's right. That's right, Allhaven. So, C2s. C2 wormholes. Ugh, let's get situated. Let's get situated and ready to roll. C2 wormholes are a little bit of... C1s and C2s are often regarded by the wormhole community as places that are not really worth the monetary return. So if you're considering ratting in J-Space, a lot of people will tell you that C3s are really where you start to make your return on investment. So if you've got a nice little T3C, like our little Tengu here, or a even like a a really well fit out Drake, if you're starting to get to those battleship or battle cruiser type ships, they can do really well in C3s when it comes to ratting. The reason we use the Tengu obviously is because it's extremely flexible. You can do a lot with it. You can refit the ship. You can do all sorts of different types of content with it. And it handles C3 rat like combat sites very, very well. And you get a lot of return in those areas. I mean, in a C3 combat site, a single C3 combat site, you're looking at somewhere around 40 to around 100 million ISK per site. And with a well-fit ship, you're going to be ripping through those sites in something around 10 to 15-ish minutes. So you're going to be bringing in, 150, almost 200 million ISK an hour just from ratting alone. And then when you start to factor in bringing in gas and things like that, C3s have a lot to offer. Now, when you hit C4, C5s, there's a big jump in ISK, but a massive, massive jump in difficulty as well. C1s and C2s aren't going to get you a huge amount of ISK from ratting. So we're looking at somewhere around 20 million, 15 million ISK per combat site. We're going to show you some of those today. But they're significantly easier. Much, much easier. It's still just going to take you a little bit of time to get through them, right? So from a time to return, a lot of people will say, not quite worth it. But it's the perfect way to get started. When we first started ratting in J-Space, we did it in C2s. We took a Gnosis out, jumped into some C2s, did a little bit of ratting there, just to kind of learn the ways of how the waves get triggered, what kind of damage the enemies do, learning about descanning, learning about how to make save points, dropping your MTUs, like keeping your SA up, understanding when other capsuleers are entering the wormhole or not, things like that. So the C2 is a really great spot to get started. And if you, like we did when we started ratting in J-Space, we started in C2s. I think we were just using a Drake or a Gnosis. Nothing super crazy. We very, very quickly were able to make enough ISK to get to our Tengu and then, you know, kind of graduate up to C3s. And now C3s are like the name of the game for us. We really love the C3s. I find it to be like the perfect balance of ship and difficulty and content and things like that. But it's not just ratting, right? There's a lot more content in J-Space to be found, like gas sites, exploration sites for relic and data stuff, ore sites as well. Especially when you get to some of those higher level wormholes, you get some really, really good ISK from mining ore. Even like moons, things like that. A lot of wormholers will go out and get a whole bunch of, a lot of ISK by cracking moons open. Zyth comes to mind with their wormhole corporation that they had for a while. But outside of that, you can also do PI in wormholes. So I don't know if you guys ever watch Imminent Entropy. They've got a really good explanation and a really great stream on how to do PI in wormhole space. So C2s are great spots for that too. So that's enough talk, I think. Let's go ahead and we're going to undock our exploration ship here and just go take a look at what's going on out here. Now, if you guys do join Shad's corporation here, or even if you don't want to join their corporation, you just want to come and learn the ways of C2 wormholing, really just wormholing in general, right? What they do is they've got a in-game chat channel that they use to deconflict anyone who's out there in the wormhole. So we're gonna try and pay attention to who else is out here in the J space, in the wormholes with us, and try not to kill anybody who's in this system. We're gonna be careful. This is not a PvP system for us today because we want to treat our hosts kindly. We are guests here in this amazing wormhole, but look at this. Got this Astra house here. And this system is pretty cool. It's a really big system, actually, as far as C2s go. You can see there's quite a lot of space here, and they've got some cool statics. So we've already mapped a lot of the wormholes here last night before we lost our Tengu. Let's go take a look at some of these systems and just see what all is still here and what all is out and about. De-scanning our way, obviously, as we go and kind of explore this wormhole. We're going to get our probes out as well really quick to scan down all these signatures. It's important, I think, very important, anytime you are exploring a wormhole, to one, be cloaked up as much as you possibly can. We don't want to be on D-scan at all if we can help it. We'd like to be cloaked up as much as possible. Now, we've got our scanner probes out. Everybody's going to see these, right, when they D-scan. That's okay. There's some things that you just have to know. You can't, mitigate everything. So, with that, we're going to remove this bookmark because this C3 that was here last night has collapsed and is now gone. We're just going to start scanning some of these sites down here. And we're cloaked up. We're nice and safe. Start to scan these things down. Let's go ahead and jump to some of these other spots as well, just to see what all's out there. What is going on, Pavel? Welcome, welcome. We've got a gas site here, so this is going to be great. We can mine some gas today while we're here. Let's see, it looks like it's probably the site that we've already bookmarked, so we're just going to go ahead and bring our probes down to 0.25 AU, the minimum possible, so we can just one-shot this thing down. And then while we do that, let's see, is this wormhole here? It looks like this C2 has also collapsed, so we'll get rid of that location and find the other ones. Now, when I say it's important to scan down a lot of these combat signatures, the reason for that is because you always want to be as prepared as possible for any kind of PvP encounter that could occur, which means you want to be able to either retreat or jump to other locations if you're giving chase to people. So you want to have these things scanned down. For us in our little nomad caravan, we use our buzzard to scan everything down, and then we bookmark all those sites so they're available in our bookmarks folder here with all of our fleet that they can go and jump around to. All right, looks like we got another spot here. This is going to be another gas site, so that's going to be good. We can get some great gas. These minor perimeter reservoirs actually are pretty lucrative They've got some C70 in them, which runs at like 6,000 ISK per meter cubed of gas. Pretty good for ISK density when it comes to that gas site. Scan this guy down as well. See if that jumps to one of our bookmarks. Jump over here. We had a nullsec location here. Let's take a look at that. See if that one is still around. Looks like this minor perimeter reservoir is here as well. Perfect. 3 gas sites, so that's going to be good. Quite a lot of ISK available there. The other reason we want to scan down all of these cosmic signatures is because if a new wormhole appears in the system, it'll pop up as a unscanned signature. And we always want to keep as much SA as we possibly can on the connections to the wormhole that we're in, since we don't have any of the big ships for rolling wormholes, so we can't collapse any of these connections on purpose. What that means is to provide security, we want to have eyes on those connections with our other ships while they're cloaked up, orbiting those other connections. And then we can listen for any splashes, listen for people coming through those wormholes to know immediately when somebody else has joined our system. Now, just because you don't see anybody on D-scan in a wormhole doesn't mean there's not anyone there. We always assume that there's somebody in your wormhole and has been in your wormhole before you got there. So we know that there's probably people hanging out here. They may not be enemies. They may be friendly, or at least neutral. But who knows? They're out there, lurking in the shadows somewhere, waiting for us to make a mistake. So you can never let your guard down in an Oikos. Never, ever let your guard down while we're out here. Which is part of the reason we need to be so diligent when it comes to scanning down signatures and making sure that we know what is happening around us here. Maheketesem Gavarger. Nailed it. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for the follow. Hell yes. I'm sure I got that name correct on the first try. No big deal. Almost. Welcome to the channel. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. We're at 1,425 followers now. We're on our way. On our way. Someday we're gonna have a whole bunch of followers. Everybody's gonna come hang out. I'm so excited. We're getting there. Got some announcements later on too. We're gonna be on the Twitch front page later. Normally I announce those at the beginning, but what evil lurks in the hearts of men? Yes, Crabtree. Yes, indeed. Bob is not a forgiving god. Bob is not a forgiving god. All right, so we've scanned down everything here. Let's get our probey probes back in so that if anybody jumps in here, they're not going to see our probes out and they won't know that we're here. And let's go and track down this wormhole. So this guy here, we've already bookmarked that. That's a high-sec connection. I know where that goes. Let's go take a look at what else we got here. We've got some we've got some combat sites in here today. And we've got 3 gas sites. So combat sites and gas sites, no relic sites in here as of right now. And we can see we've got a nice little C3 connection here. The great thing about this wormhole, one of the things that makes this C2 such a good spot to learn the ways of Bob is that they've got a C3 and a high-sec static, which of course means that anytime this wormhole collapses, another one is going to appear immediately, and it's always going to connect to a C3, for example. The high-sec rolls, collapses, and then reforms, it will be connected to another high-sec. Now, there's going to be a lot of wandering wormholes that show up, obviously. So last night there was a null-sec connection. There was a C2 connection as well. With those wandering wormholes, they could go to anywhere. I mean, you get Pochvin connections, you get null-sec, low-sec, high-sec, C1 through 5, C6s. I actually don't know if C6s or C5s can connect to a C2. I don't know if they can. But the cool thing about having a C3 connected to this C2. Oh, and by the way, look at that. A cosmic signature just appeared right here. Look at that. Let's bookmark this guy. We'll scan that guy down too. So we got our C3 here. We're going to name this guy its signature. So BPJ. Ideally, what I'd do is, what we'll probably do later is we'll go and check and see what's on the other side of that wormhole. They can, Mr. Goodnight. Perfect. Perfect. So yeah, so you can get all of Anoikis at your fingertips with all the different classes and levels there, which is perfect. Solar Empire, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you for the follow. So that's great. So with this C2, you can, start to learn how to do ratting, gas sites, D-scanning, establishing security, learning the ways of J-Space in this nice, comfortable C2. You've got an Astra house here where you can dock up if you need to either take shelter from PvPers that are trying to kill you, or to go and drop all your loot, put extra ships there, things like that. Make transfers between characters if you need to, so you don't have to do it out here in the middle of the depths of the void here in Anoikis. But you can also jump into this C3. So once you've learned the ways of the C2, you can say, it's time for me to graduate from C2s to C3s, and you've got a static connection that's ready to go. You want to go back to high-sec and go sell things in Jita? You've got the high-sec static there as well. That's why this C2 is so special, I think, for learning how to do wormhole content, because you've got high-sec right there, you've got a C3 connection right there, guaranteed every time, and you can go and wormhole your way to victory into your heart's content. There's Shad. Shad Squatch in the chat, learning the ways of the stash. Shad Squatch, what is going on? Shout out to Shad Squatch. We are showing off your wonderful little C2 here, Shad. We've also got your recruitment channel and your wiki out there in the chat for everybody. So for anybody who's interested, make sure you are, number one, following Shad on their stream. And number two, if you're really interested in getting involved in J-Space, go hit that link on the wiki, jump into the recruitment channel, talk to Zyler, come out here and come hang out. We're going to be hanging out here for a little while, taking a little bit of a reprieve from our nomad roam and just sort of like hanging out here for a little bit and seeing kind of what's up. So, Shad, welcome. If you've got anything to add, Shad, please do. Anything that I've missed on this amazing little C2 here, as we are continuing to scan down some of these nice little sites here. Getting our last cosmic signature. Now this one just appeared, so I suspect that this new signature is very likely another wormhole. So probably one of the wandering wormholes that we've been just talking about. Let's see where it goes. And then we're going to get some eyes on these wormholes. We're going to make our sacrifice to Bob with the Boojum corpse that we happen to have. And then I think what we're going to do is probably tie down some of these gas sites here and hoover that stuff up before anybody else can get after it. Hopefully not die. Hopefully not die. We'll see what happens. Shad, it was your birthday? Oh, it was your birthday. That's right. That's right. You had your birthday stream. I think that was last weekend. We were going to join in for that, but unfortunately we missed it. Happy birthday, Shad. Happy birthday indeed. By the way, Shad, we gave you a big shout out earlier for the charity that you guys are raising money for. That's so awesome. Thank you for raising money for charity. I think anytime that you can help support your community, not only in the game, but outside of the game too. I think that's so important, and it's so cool. So thank you for doing that. No problem, Shad. No problem. I just want a structure named after us. Ooh, look at this wormhole here. So as we suspected, another wormhole has appeared. Ah, a nullsec connection. That is also quite interesting. So we'll mark this guy's a nullsec connection. Nullsec connections are a little interesting, depending on what's on the other side of this wormhole. This thing may get rolled very quickly. A lot of the nullsec corporations really don't like having wormholes in their space because crazy people like Shad may suddenly pop out and go try to kill everybody there. So this may end up getting rolled quickly, which means we might end up with some PvP content coming in from nullsec. But we'll see what happens. It could also just be out there in the middle of nowhere. A nice little quiet spot, and nobody knows about it and nobody cares. Same thing with high-sec and low-sec connections, especially high-sec connections. High-sec connections get a lot of wormhole day trippers that like to go and explore J-space from high-sec, or are using it as a connection to kind of transit around the galaxy. Some fun PvP content in there as well. Chad, we are in no way the best. In no way. We are just a simple wormhole expedition pilot, capsuleer. In no way are we the best. You guys are the best. The Eve community is what is so amazing. A philanthropist. Make all of the moms instant pregnant. Oh my goodness. If there's any mothers in chat, be careful. I hope that that's not true. Don't let me know if it is. You have been warned. You have been warned. A mustachioed god. You guys are out of control. Yeah, you guys are out of control. No, I just like supporting one, charity, and two, the other communities as well. So some of the prizes you have, Shad, are really, really cool. I'm tempted to go and donate more just to see some more of those prizes take place, like dyeing your hair, things like that. You are making true sacrifices, Shad. True sacrifices in the name of charity. It's spectacular. All right, so anything that we're missing, Xyler, anything we're missing for your C2 here? Today we've got the gas sites and we've got some combat sites. No relic or data sites today. There were a couple last night, but they have been since looted out, it would appear. But those are some of the big, like, categories of content in wormhole space, right? You've got your combat sites for blue loot, which you sell to NPCs for guaranteed ISK. You've got your gas sites, which are very valuable. There's unique gases in J space that you can't get in K space, so you can make a lot of ISK that way. You've got ore, so mining from some of the asteroid belts that you can find in here every now and then. Then you've got your data and relic sites, where you can get some pretty cool stuff in there as well, like Skinner materials, data cores, and there's some really cool ones too, like ghost sites. Man, you can get some crazy things from ghost sites, really unique blueprints in J-Space. All of the T3 destroyers and cruiser material components come from J-Space, so you can get those in there. Oh yeah, the moon rocks that you guys can break down. Get the moon rocks, this is pretty sweet. And then, of course, there's all the PvP content in here, too. So, make 80% of my ISK from wormhole gas. Yes, exactly. Nosy, what is going on? What is going on? I found a mustache here. Serpent is here as well. What is going on, Serpent? Welcome, welcome. We are, showcasing Shad Squatch's C2 today, Serpent, which is pretty sweet. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Going through all of the things you can do in a nice little C2 to learn the ways of Bob, learn the ways of J-Space. All right, so we've got this nullsec. We're going to just kind of keep our eyes on this guy. We're going to set up a little orbit here while we're cloaked up. We've got our proby probes in. Everything is nicely bookmarked now. I think we're good to go here. And get rid of this mobile tractor unit bookmark. We don't need that. We scooped that up the other day after we finished a little bit of ratting. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to undock our little gas miner here. Onisu 2. Our prospect. And we're going to go use this prospect to get some security on one of these other wormholes. So let's go and get some security on this C3. Warp over there. Cloak up along the way. We're going to use this prospect for now to just keep our eyes on this spot. Now, we've got four members of our Nomad Caravan, as you guys know. We've got our Tengu, our Buzzard, our Prospect, and our Porpoise. So we're going to use all of them to help keep security on these wormholes. So right now we've got some security here. We're cloaked up. We've got eyes on the wormhole. So we should be able to hear any splashes that occur if anybody comes through this C3. Give us a little bit of warning. We're also going to undock our porpoise here. Even though the porpoise is extremely valuable, very scary to undock the porpoise, that's okay. We're going to get them out here. They're going to be tethered to the Astor House at undock. Should be nice and safe here. We can redock if we need to. And then we're going to go get eyes on this other site here. So this is a nullsec INP. And this other nullsec system is closed. So let's get rid of that location. Don't need that guy. We'll make sure that that one's gone. I didn't remove it. Let's go check out this high sec location on the porpoise and establish some security there. Cloak up as soon as we land on grid there. And then with this nullsec one, let's just go double check with our Tengu here that that other one's gone. So there should be 3 wormholes in here. We've got 4 ships, so we can monitor all 3. And with the 4th ship, we can do things. We can start doing some content. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to use our porpoise to monitor, our Tengu and our buzzard to monitor wormholes. And then we're going to use the prospect to start to hoover down some of this sweet, sweet gas before we go and showcase how we do some ratting on the combat sites there. We may accept a little bit of risk by using the Tengu to rat at the same time as mining gas. It's a little scary to do that because now there would be a wormhole that we were not monitoring. So our porpoise is cloaked up, safe. And now we're going to be watching this high set connection. The Tengu has undocked. Let's go double check this low set or this null set connection. Make sure that that thing actually did collapse. I'm pretty sure it did. All right, off we go. Right now, our Tengu is in its PvP fit after we rebuilt her after the poor loss of the Lavinia Waitley. That's okay. We're going to rebuild. We will rebuild. We lost some really nice modules. A sad day. But we're back up to fighting strength here for the most part, I'd say. We had a webifier that used to be able to reach out to 17 kilometers. We had to remake this our new webifier. It only goes out to 15 clicks now, but that's not too bad. Our scrambler goes out to 12. So yeah, this nullsec is collapsed. Good to go. All right, so constantly D-scanning. One of the things I did when I first jumped into wormhole space was I changed my keybind for D-scan. So it's no longer V. I, in fact, put it on my mouse. So as you can see here, this is my D-scan button here. Mouse button number 5. And we just hit this thing constantly. Constantly D-scanning to make sure we know what is around us. You never know who's out here. Like we said, there are people in this wormhole that are cloaked up, waiting to pounce and kill us. For sure. So we're going to keep on D-scanning. Try and mitigate that as much as we can. Now, if you guys are doing what I'm doing and you're monitoring a wormhole by orbiting it, I like to make sure I'm orbiting at greater than 150 kilometers so I can warp straight to the wormhole if I need to. Allows you to warp if you're greater than 150 clicks, rather than try to fly slowly there. Once I've got my range set, I'm either going to make a bookmark for a perch point there, so I can always jump back to it. But I'm also going to stop my ship from orbiting because as you orbit, your camera tends to zoom out like this as you get out to those ranges. And I want to keep it close in a little bit so I can hear any splashes that occur as people jump through these wormholes. You can see we're still establishing a good distance there. But here, it's like a little bookmark here. This is our nullsec. So we'll call this nullsec perch. Set that to our tactical sites. Let it expire in 2 days. That'll be fine. And over here, we'll call this guy our C3 perch. We'll just save a location. C3 perch. Perfect. Tactical 2 days. Love that. Good to go. All right, so now we've got some spots we can jump back to if we ever need to. Lunicus, what is going on? Thank you for the sub. Huge shout out to Lunicus and Cosm, my 2 mods, always out here. Just like their other capsulers, lurking in the shadows in J-Space. so too are my mods lurking in the shadows of chat, making sure that the stream goes nice and smoothly. We couldn't do it without you guys. Hell yes. Need to work on some more emotes in the future, specifically for my mods. All right, so we've got security established in the wormhole. D-scan has been clear, but that doesn't mean there's not anybody here. There's definitely somebody here, ready to rock and roll. That means, with all of our security established, we're gonna take a short break. We're cloaked up for everybody here. And we're gonna do another giveaway. We're gonna do another giveaway here. So for this one, let's go with exclamation mark. Exclamation mark shadows in the chat, everybody. Exclamation mark shadows in the chat. We're gonna see who's out there lurking in the shadows. We sure are. And then once we get back from this little break, we're gonna make some sacrifices to Bob. We're gonna start getting through some of this content. I'm gonna show you how we do some C2 ratting and how we huff down some gas. We're gonna show you the ways of the Jedi mind trick, the Jedi gas huffing, which is super fun. Allows you to jump into some very dangerous gas sites with a venture or with a prospect and not have to worry about the rats that reside in those gas sites. Be able to get a whole bunch of loot and not have to engage in combat at all. So we're gonna take a short break. When we get back, we'll be doing this giveaway. See you in a second. All right. We are back. We are back. Exclamation mark shadows in the chat, everybody, for this giveaway. By the way, ooh, there's one for our mods. Mods, get them. Staxed, what is going on? Welcome, welcome. Cheap viewers, how dare you? I've got all the cheap viewers I need here. We don't need our cheap viewers. Boom. Nice. Cosm with the kill. First kill of the day in the chat. Well done, Cosm. Thank you. Thank you. Exclamation mark shadows, everybody, in the chat here. By the way, Shad, if you don't mind, Shad, I would love for you to drop a link to your charity in the chat. I think that'd be super cool. Raising money with Extra Life to children's hospitals. I think it's an awesome, awesome charity. If you guys would like to support not only the charity, but also support the amazing content that Shad Squatch is going to be providing to us due to the amazing tiers and prizes that they have set out in their charity, and how they make how they're going to be rewarding people for donating. Go ahead and feel free to check in there if we can get a link to that charity. We'll see if Shad's still around. Hopefully we can get a link in the chat there from Shad or Zyler or those cats, and then we can also ban some more best viewers. Oh, we got rid of the cheap viewers. Let's get best viewers. Maybe that's what we should click on. Don't click on those things. Thank you, Cosm. Thank you. 2 kills for Cosm. Hell yes, racking them up today. Awesome. All right, last call. Exclamation mark shadows in the chat. And we'll start to showcase some of what we've got to offer in here. Let's roll this giveaway, guys. By the way, Renrecall, thank you for the follow. Mulune, thank you for the follow. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Oh, and Steve's Haven is here as well. What is going on, Steve? What is going on? Good morning. Good morning. We are enjoying some C2 wormhole content today, Steve. We are showcasing Shad Squatch's C2 wormhole that we happen to find in the middle of our little roam here. So we're kind of showing off their wormhole as well as the charity that Shad is raising money for. Also, if you guys didn't know, I'm sure you obviously did, we also have a charity going, of course. We're raising money for the Wounded Warrior Project, so if you'd like to donate to that as well, please feel free. Supporting veterans, not only in the EVE community, but outside the EVE community as well. Sitting in a hotel, catching a few streams. Dude, I know how that goes, Steve. I know how that goes. Well, nice. Thank you for tuning in. By the way, shout out to Steve's Haven. If you guys haven't checked out their stream and their entire community, of which myself and Shad are both members, the Haven Twitch team. Great community, focusing on helping out other streamers, regardless of the content that they are providing, be it EVE Online or anything else. So it's a really great community that Steve has set up, and that I'm so proud to be a part of. All right, let's roll this giveaway. Mosh Pit with the win today. Yes, let's go, Mosh Pit. Let's go. Hell yes. Congratulations. Congratulations. Let's jump through here. We'll grab you one of these Media Miasma skins as well. Got to get through these things before the end of the month. We get some new ones next month. Man, this month is going by so... September is flying by. I mean, crazy how quickly this month is going. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. TwitchCon. Dude, Steve, how was TwitchCon? Nocturna Ravencry. Moshpit, is this your first win? I swear you've won before. If not, congratulations. Hell yes. Off it goes. Sent to you. Still here. Don't miss the last train home. Oh my goodness. Dude, I wish we'd been able to make it out there for TwitchCon. I think that would have been so much fun. Never been, obviously. But it seems like it'd be so cool. Hell yes, Moshpit. Thank you for being here. Tonight's the big party. Ah, okay. Are they going to be streaming? I imagine that TwitchCon has been being streamed by Twitch, and I've missed it. 14-block walk last night at 2 a.m. Oh. Oh, my goodness. That's a long walk in the middle of the night. That's like how I felt last night, flying from Jeddah back out here with my replacement Tengu. Ugh. Some are. Taylor was on this morning. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Dude. We'll have to check that out if we can catch some more TwitchCon streams. That'll be exciting. I'm really hoping that I can make it out to Reykjavik next year for the EVE Fan Fest. I think that would be super fun. I'd love to go out for the EVE Fan Fest. I just saw in the EVE launcher today that they are opening up submissions for like guest speakers for EVE Online, which is pretty sweet. I don't know, maybe that might be kind of fun. Go and do a talk about our a new player experience, like what it's like to join the EVE community in 2024 and 2025. I thought that might be kind of a cool topic. I've been meaning to make a YouTube video on that. I've only got 1,200 hours in the game right now, and I don't feel like I know nearly enough to make a new player impressions video about the game. But maybe by then, maybe by FanFest, we'll know enough. Got a whole crew that you meet there every year? Dude, that's awesome. I really want to go. I really want to go. And maybe we'll, I don't know. What do you guys think? Would that be something that you guys would think would be fun to do have a little Boojum talk at FanFest? Should we submit? We obviously we probably wouldn't get selected for that, but that might be kind of cool to talk about the EVE Online community, and what our new player impressions are, and how what our take is on the game. You know what I mean? Whole crew you meet there every year. None of them are EVE, but it's a great thing. Dude, that's awesome. I've never been to Iceland. It's been on my bucket list. That'd be pretty cool. Can sign out an IRL pack. What is that? What does that mean, Steve? A full mobile stream setup. Oh, that's pretty awesome. That's really cool. If I were gonna do a full mobile stream setup, I think what I would end up doing is a camera boom backpack. Yeah, I think what I would end up doing is getting a rig, kind of like what's his name on YouTube, with a green screen behind me and a camera rig mounted to me, where the camera's out in front with a light and a microphone, and I'd carry it around that way and have the green screen behind me, and then just have EVE Online in the background. That's what I imagine when you say a mobile stream setup. That'd be fun. Oh man. All right. Before I get too lost in the sauce about talking about EVE Fan Fest and things like that, let's go and make some sacrifices to Bob here. Let me know, guys, what you think though. If I'm curious too how many of you in chat are planning on going to the EVE Fan Fest. Oh, Kaldari Prime, Pony Club is here. What is going on? Shout out to Kaldari Prime. What is happening? What is happening? What's that? What's that? Yeah, we're talking about Fan Fest and deciding. I think I really would like to go, but I was throwing around the idea of maybe submitting to be one of the speakers. And my thought would be that we maybe talk about what it was like to join the EVE Online community and game in 2024 and 2025, and provide I don't know, some kind of new bro impressions. You know what I mean? Since we're still so new to this game. Yeah. Thank you for the follow, Kadari. I think that's a good idea. Good night. I don't know. I thought that might be kind of fun. Be a fun way to meet everybody too. You know what I mean? Like, because there's still so many people that we haven't met in the community that we'd like to meet. I think that'd be pretty cool. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that. The Isle of Man TT is right after FanFest, and there's a strong chance that we might end up going to that as well. We may have to pick one or the other, but I would really love to go check out the FanFest out in Reykjavik, Iceland. Never been there. Always have wanted to go, so that'd be pretty sweet. Yeah, the TT would be awesome, right, Lunicus? Maybe we'll just do them. Maybe we'll just do them both. Just take the whole month off. You know what I mean? Kaldari, thank you for being here. Thank you for the follow again, you son of a bitch. We are giving away some of your skins today, Kaldari. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend. TT, yeah. Dude, the Isle of Man TT is so insane, so insane. All right, so back to JSpace, back to the wormhole content. We need to make our sacrifices to Bob. Make our sacrifices to Bob for the protection, for the wonderful, wonderful things that Bob provides. Bob doth provide, but Bob doth also taketh. So, here we are at the sun, as is tradition. We're going to take these corpses, and we're going to drop them off at the sun. And then, we're going to go back out into the void. Ikai Sawa Isimazu. We didn't kill you in JSpace. We found you in Lowsec. Thank you. Thank you. Ikai Sawa. Praise Bob. Thank you for helping us learn the ways of Lowsec PvP. Helping us begin our journey as a hunter and not just prey in EVE Online. Out here in JSpace. Praise Bob. Praise Bob. All right. Cloak back up and wait a few minutes before we expel our very own corpse as a sacrifice to Bob. Hopefully, Bob treats us well today in this little C2 of Shad Squatch. As we wait, we'll hang out. So, I know all of you are everybody here has got way more experience than I do in EVE Online, but has our little description of this C2 of wormholing and JSpace content, you guys find that to be helpful or useful at all? You guys learning anything new? Am I missing stuff that you guys can help teach me? Because I'm sure I'm missing a ton of all of the ins and outs and what have yous of hanging out here in Anoikos. All cloaked up here next to the sun. Hopefully, if you guys haven't made the jump yet into JSpace, maybe you'll look to go and explore out here a little bit in the future. Come hang out with the Boojum Armada. Join us. Ooh. Why, hello. What have we here? Scanner probes? A metamorphosis. There they are. A metamorphosis. Interesting. And they came from... Aha, this C3. The game is now afoot. Praise Bob. Praise Bob. A sacrifice to Bob was made, and Bob hath delivered. The metamorphosis. We shall try to find them as quickly as possible. It looked like they jumped over towards one of these celestials out here somewhere. Perhaps out here. I expect they'll probably end up all cloaked up. We'll see if they are. Let's jump over here really fast and see if perhaps they cloaked or not. If they did not cloak, that might provide us with an opportunity to get a little kill. Metamorphosis is a great wormhole exploration ship. We did the majority of our wormhole exploration when we were learning in a Metamorphosis. A free ship for Capsuleer days, and it's got a covert ops cloaking device that you can use on it. Like, that's so nice. So nice. Alright, nothing to be found on this side. Likely cloaked up somewhere. Let's go and jump over here and see what's up. And we're just going to keep on jumping back and forth. D-scanning away. Let's see what's on this side of the wormhole. Hello? Bist du hier, mein Freund? Nein. Nicht hier. Alright, let's go check this spot. They seem to be very savvy, quite aware. They were able to get those probes out very quickly, warp off and cloak in the process. So they've got some skills. They are not at all strangers to exploring out here. And they came from that C3 as well. Which means they're not just high-sec day trippers. We need to be careful. Look at this. Boojum's Mustache Emporium. Thank you, Shad. Thank you, Zyler. Renaming the Astor House in this C2. It's so spectacular. Ridiculous. I love it. Now we can go dock up in the Boojum Mustache Emporium. Yes. Amazing. Alright, we'll see what happens. We're probably going to try and remain cloaked here while they are scanning everything down because they are savvy. Now, there's only gas sites in here. We have those all bookmarked. So we'll see what they come up with. There are no data or relic sites in here, unfortunately. Data or relic sites are a great way, of course, to trap the explorers that come into your wormholes. Try to get them while they're hacking those cans. But since there aren't any in here, what I expect will happen is they'll probably scan down the system. They might bookmark the gas sites and then bring a ship back later on. So we may have to just kind of keep it cool and chill for a little while. That I am learning is the other tenet of wormholing, is that you need to be very, very patient. So we warp back over here to the Boojum's Mustache Emporium. Just to take a look and see if there were any indicators of people docked up there. You can see there's nobody docked there right now, which is a good thing. That's a good thing. I wanted to see if this Metamorphosis, if they're smart, they would likely go past there as well and see if anybody was docked. So they don't see anybody there, and we were all cloaked up this entire time. So there should be no indication to them that we are in this wormhole, which is sweet. Fatty Brisket, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Get a little stretch going for you. Oh, yes. Oh. Get all stretched out before we try and catch this little Metamorphosis. I'm disappointed in myself. Oh. Splash. Probes are still up, so that means somebody else just joined us here. Happy day. Happy, happy day. Let's see if we can catch one of these guys on grid here. A venture. Aha! Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Quick they are. So we've got a venture named Minion out here somewhere now, too. Ooh. As we suspected. So this C3 has probably got some people in there. They're all hanging out together. I fully expect that this venture is a friend of the Metamorphosis. So we must be careful. The hunters are always hunted as well. Ooh. Yes, a huffer, Gabe. A huffer indeed. Now, gas sites can be pretty tricky. Unfortunately, what we should have done before we jumped over into trying to do some content here is made some perches for those gas sites, because it is very, very difficult to jump to a gas site and not uncloak. We'll see if we can. We'll see if we can. But let's figure out which one they're at first. Let's see. So they're on D-scan here. Let's go ahead and get ourselves like nicely situated in kind of the middle area here somewhere. Where's a good spot? Yes. Let's just go to the sun here. Nice and central location. As we begin our D-scanning adventure. Figure out where this little minion is at. We're going to continue to monitor this C3, which has got some fun activity going on in there. Might pop our nuggets in there later on. We'll see. So this guy's probably at this minor reservoir, either at this one or potentially at this minor perimeter. Let's find out. Within 10, okay. So that would mean that they're at this guy over here, very likely. Not at that one. Not at that one. Is there another one that I missed? They're not at? Oh. They're over here? Interesting. At one of these moons? Not at a perimeter reservoir yet. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Bump our D-scan back out. Let's go gather some intel on this little venture. See what's up. Maybe we can catch them here at this little moon. Why, hello there, little venture. You feel like bait. Another splash. Likely the C3. See, I bet it's another gas huffer of some sort. We'll see. Ooh, the high-sec connection. Okay. Somebody popped in for a second there. Man, look at that. Make one sacrifice to Bob and suddenly there's all sorts of stuff going on. There's that Metamorphosis. Out and about again. They're cloaked up. Let's get some intel on you. Arun Ranukan, member of Pator Tech School. Let's see, they've been around since 2012, so they've probably got some experience. Let's look them up on Zkill. Their name is Arun Ranukan. Okay. Let's see. 9 ships destroyed, 3 lost. Interesting. Very few ships lost. And they're a member of Pator Tech School. Okay. So, a little bit of intel there. Splash again on the C3. They look legit AFK. Yeah, Fatty Brisket. I wonder if they're maybe multi-boxing. It looks like it could be an alt. Very few. Let's figure out what's going on in this C3. See if anybody just came out of this one. Somebody might have gone into it. We might have just missed it. Those probes are still out there. This could be bait. Let's start flying this direction to get around this thing, which will uncloak us. And we'll start to drift our way over there. See if we get lucky. I don't think it is bait. Based off of the Z kill, it looks unlikely that it's bait. Just because there are so few ships lost, and all of their ships are very miner-oriented. That they have lost. They've lost a Venture. What is this thing? A Rupture Cruiser. Okay. A Rupture. Interesting. They've lost 2 Ruptures. That was back in 2015. They haven't lost a ship since 2015. Good lord. And then before that was a Retriever. Not even... Interesting. Very interesting. Huh. And they lost their Venture, it looks like, earlier this month. Yeah, definitely an alt. Definitely an alt. Oh, let's start making our way kind of over to that Venture. We'll see what's going on here. There's other people in the wormhole, though, so they may have friends hanging around. And while we do that, let's get ourselves nice and fleeted up here as well. Just to make sure that we have all of our options available to us in case we need to jump around back and forth to each other. There we go. All right, we'll drift our way over here towards this little Venture. See if we can't get a very quick kill on them. And then disappear out into the shadows again. While we continue to descan and figure out what else is here. We know for sure there's a metamorphosis that was about. They may have gone back through here. It could be, too, that this Venture is the one that's actually scanning things down right now. Which would be quite interesting. Maybe they're scanner probes. Let's take a look at the last Venture that they lost. They were outfit with gas scoops and a core probe launcher. They had an inertial stabilizer, a compact micro warp drive, 5 meganewton, some shield survey scanners, and some other stuff. So pretty standard there. No tackle is the important thing on the last ship. No tackle. So we're just going to stay patient. Nice and patient. See if anything else reveals itself. Okay, the scanner probes are either moved to a new location or they've been recalled. So we'll see if this guy goes anywhere with that. They may jump away. If we can get to within around 10 clicks or so. Probably like 20 or 30 clicks, we'll be able to potentially tackle them, depending on how savvy they are. Ventures are hard to tackle. Very, very difficult to tackle. But we'll be patient. Nice and patient. There's many opportunities to catch this individual if they go to a gas site. We will not rush. We will not rush. That's how we got killed last time. We have to prove to ourselves that this is not bait. And suspect always that it is bait. Okay, scanner probes back out. So they were either not recalled and just moved off of my D-scan. Or somebody else has put some back out. I suspect what probably happened is they were just moved off D-scan as they were scanning down like these sites over here. Very, very interesting. Are there any new signatures here? No. So So the only game in town is the C3, the null-sec, and the high-sec system, which I'm pretty sure the splashes we heard earlier, I bet were the Metamorphosis. Just peeking their nugget out, the high-sec, to see where it goes. That is my suspicion. All right. We're getting closer to pounce range. The tricky thing about the Tengu is that it takes a bit of time to get a lock once you decloak. So we want to make sure we've got the right balance of range and time to uncloak, lock, and then also get our warp scramblers applied. If we uncloak too early, they'll be able to jump away. I mean, realistically, we should not catch this Venture. If they see us uncloak and they warp off as soon as they see us uncloak, we can't catch them. It's just not going to happen. So we'll give it one good college try once we hit about 30 clicks. And then if they escape, then that means we need to be careful. Yeah, that's why you decloak while landing. Exactly, Gabe, exactly. But because we're sneaking up on them like this, taking our time, we're not going to have that advantage. We could warp off and warp back on. We could do that and decloak along the way. But I'm not very good at... Oh, there they go. They're going to that sizable gas reservoir. So let's just chase them immediately. And we'll hit 0 and we'll decloak along the way, as you guys are saying. And we'll see if we can't catch them. Hopefully we picked the right one. There's the uncloak. We'll see if they landed at 0. If not, we're going to have to burn hard to get there. Looks like they did. All right, see if we can get them. Maybe, maybe. Oh! Looks like they went towards the sun, maybe, or that customs office there. Looks like it was the sun. The chase is on! That was so close. That was so close. Cloak up along the way. Let's see, did they go to the customs office or the sun? Looked like they went to the customs office here. Oh, looks like they just landed on grid here somewhere. Yep, at the high sec hole. Well, almost. Almost got him. Oh, so close. So close. I don't know if I could have done that any better, to be honest. I don't know if I could have done that any better, other than waiting for them to just be established on the gas site and then try to catch them from there. But I mean, as far as timing goes, like if they're, like I said, the Ventures are slippery. If they're aware our lock time is just a little bit too long. Let's see, where are you off to? The C3 maybe? Perimeter checkpoint, perhaps? Giving chase to a Venture that has eluded us once is a dangerous prospect. I'm not super excited about that. So they went to this perimeter reservoir. Let's go ahead and we'll just jump to 100 here and see if we can see them. See what they're up to. A Venture that does not leave the wormhole when a Tengu uncloaks right next to him indicates to me that they're fairly savvy. And there might be friends along the way shortly. See if we uncloak from this. Just immediately starts huffing gas. The bravery. Such bravery. What are you up to, Aaron? That is some balls. How dare you huff my gas? Let's see, what gases are they huffing away here? Not the C-70. Interesting. They chose to huff the C-72, the less valuable gas. So confused. Now this feels like bait. Bait indeed. Bait indeed. Just warped to 0 and started huffing gas. It's always bait, even when it's not. Exactly. Mad Rambo, what is going on? Welcome, welcome. Shout out to the Mad Rambo as well. Yeah, we're gonna pump the brakes here for a second. See what's up with this guy. Very interesting. We have seen everything come in and out. That's true. That's true. We are using a +3 scram. Gabe, a +3 scram. If we're able to get a lock and get the scram applied, they won't be able to escape. What is this drink? It looks like olive oil. This is a delicious bottle of coconut water. Delicious coconut water. Can you imagine if we were drinking a bottle of olive oil? Dude, it'd be fucking hard. Exactly. We don't know what's on the other side of the C3. That's exactly right. We're fairly confident that no one is in this C3. Or no one has come through the C3 other than this guy and potentially a Metamorphosis, but I think that we watched the Metamorphosis leave the C3 back into the C3. So we're just gonna chill here for a second. They're not taking the good gas, they're taking the not so good gas. I'm tempted to go poke my head in the other side of the C3. But that's a quick way to get bubbled. Time to kill a venture versus time to get through the hole should be fine. Probably. That's probably true. I don't think they've got any tackle. They would have tackled us before. We can try this. We could try one more time, I guess. Try one more time, and then if we try twice, we'll just call it at that point. Because, like I said, very, very dangerous. Very dangerous. Yep, that's... Well, even with a Warp Core stab, I think we could still... I think we might be able to still get the guy. The trick is we have to be able to get the lock and get it applied. And so that's where our lock time is just a little tiny bit too long if they choose to warp off. Now, they're making some weird choices, though. They're not aligned. Need 5 points. Well, then we're not going to be able to get him with 5. Yeah, I don't think he's got a stab, though. When I looked at the venture they lost earlier this month, they did not have a Warp Core stab on there. It was the minor perimeter, right? Yes. We'll try one more time and be ready to warp off if I hear a splash on any of these wormholes. One last opportunity for victory. May have uncloaked a tad bit too early. Yep. To the sun they go. Okay. They maybe are just planes. Ooh. That's my ship. Don't worry. Scared myself with my own Tengu. Maybe they're just good. Yeah, 2012 is the age of their characters. They know what's up. They're savvy. Savvy indeed. Back here to the high sec. All right, well, off they go. Back into the high sec connection they went. All right. Far out. Interesting. They came from the high sec. I thought they came from the C3. But maybe I missed the splash and there was actually this guy here. All right. Well, scared him away. Now we get our gas back. Which, speaking of, let's go grab some of that gas, shall we? All right. Minor perimeter reservoir. Let's go. And then we'll take you to the C3 perch. All cloaked up here. Still cloaked here. Still cloaked here as well. All right, so now then, as far as gas sites go, so this guy's just got C72. No C70, so let's go to the other minor one, the one that Venture was trying to steal from us. And let's go ahead and now that we've got eyes back on the C3, the high sec, and the null sec, and there are no new signatures. We've got security relatively well established. We'll drop in here on this little minor perimeter. The C70 is some good stuff. I like the C70. We're going to target that. We're going to set up an orbit at 0, so current 0. We're going to start to huff the gas down, and then we're going to enable our micro warp drive. So we've got a 5 meganewton micro warp drive. When we've got this thing on and we're orbiting at 0. Yes, I do believe the Metamorphosis left, Gabe. They went out the either the C3 or the high sec. Pretty sure I'll watch them go out the high sec, actually. We'll see if they're out there lurking about. Maybe we'll lure them out with our prospect. I'm pretty sure that they left, though, and it was just the Venture here. But as we were saying, so we set up our orbit at 0. We turn on our 5 meganewton micro warp drive. So now we're orbiting at 2,500 meters per second. So eventually what's going to happen, anywhere between a span of like, I think it's like 15, between like 4 minutes, I want to say. 4 or 5 minutes to like 25 minutes. Eventually some rats are going to appear here on this gas site and try to kill us. But since we're going at 2,500 meters per second, and we've got this nice orbit going around this gas site, we should be able to outrun the rats indefinitely until we've mined this thing all the way down. So we can basically just sit here and chill. The rats will show up. Don't have to worry about killing them. We will kill them because I want their blue loot. But if we didn't have our Tengu here to help us out, we wouldn't have to worry about it. We could actually just get after this gas just as easily. And if you guys decide to come out here and hang out in this C2, you'd obviously have some friends around that are hanging out, you know, in the Astor House or doing some ratting, like at the neighboring combat sites, things like that. Whereas right now it's just us here, plus all of the enemies that are lurking in the shadows. So we're kind of restricted to just, you know, tying down security for everything on our own. But that's the nice thing about having a little corporation or a group of people that you can hang out with in these like little wormholes is they can help you provide security too, which is super cool. So eventually these rats will appear and then we can kind of showcase the little Jedi mind trick, little Jedi mind huffing, Jedi gas trick. Nailed it. Should be fun. And maybe some more day trippers will come through that high sec. Or even through the C3. Kelwink, what is going on? What is going on? How are we doing today? Outstanding, Kelwink. It's a bit of a sad day, actually. On our last adventure, if you guys were here tuning in for that, you may have seen that we successfully used our buzzard to bait a Loki and got a Loki kill. Which is so exciting. So great. Well, in between that and today, we lost our own Tengu to bait as well in a wormhole, unfortunately. But we learned a lot from it. And the group of J Space Capsulers, the group of wormholers that killed us, were really cool. They taught us a lot. So even though we lost our Tengu, the important thing is that we learned a lot from it. And we have a new Tengu that we're using, so... Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. Yeah, exactly, Kelwink, exactly. So, luckily, the Tengu that we have was able to raise enough ISK by J-Space ratting and gathering a blue loot that we've got like 4 billion ISK that we can eventually transfer or turn from blue loot into ISK. And the Lavinia Waitley, unfortunately, while she did fall in battle, has helped pave the way for the Marie Curie, which is our new Tengu. The really sad part was we lost all of our kill marks on that ship. I was so happy with those. I was so proud. We're so terrible at PvP. And then Kelwink, also, we just had a little venture in here that we tried to grab. But they're very cautious and they escaped. They've been playing since 2012, and Zkill says they've only lost like 9 ships. 9 ships? No, 3 ships total. They've lost 3 ships since 2012, which is crazy. Crazy. They actually lost more than that. It says 3 on Zkill, but there's been some other ones. Oh, they lost 2 to NPCs. That will happen. That will happen. By the way, if you guys are ratting in high sec on asteroid belts, be careful. There are some super, super gnarly, mean NPCs out there we learned. We lost another ship to those guys the other day. It's been a rough week for losing ships for us. But that's okay. We're hoovering down some gas now and really just showcasing this C2, which is great. Can't lose if you learn from it. Yeah, exactly, Kelwink. Exactly. All right, well. Let's just let's settle in for a little bit here. Got a little bit of time. Would worry more about safety or Novus Ordo? Ooh, Ben, what is Novus Ordo? What is Novus Ordo? I don't know if I've ever heard of Novus Ordo. I know safety, of course. Classic high-set gankers. I don't think I've heard of Novus Ordo. I'm going to keep on D-scanning here and watching these wormholes while we hang out and hoover down some gas. Yes, code as well. I know about code. Yeah, code, safety. Novus Ordo, too. All right, all right. I wonder if I've added them to my watch list. We've got a little watch list going. I want to say that there was an in-game chat channel that I joined at the very beginning of my time in EVE Online. And it had a whole list of, like, known gank corporations that you could add as contacts and make them red so you knew when they were somewhere in system. It's been such a long time since we've really done anything in K-Space, though, it feels like. Don't really see anybody on local, you know what I mean? Oops. Aha. High-sec splash. Let's see. Who do we got here? Gotta get ready to try and run our prospect away in a second. Back again. Arun Ranukin. Back again. Interesting. This is my gas now, Arun. bringing friends, Arun? Very, very interesting. Let's see. Where are you at, Arun? Somewhere here. Maybe this minor perimeter? Yeah, I went to this one. Well, we'll let them mine that for a little bit. Just keep tabs on our wormholes here. We will let them mine this gas as well. Arun Ranukin, a member of the Paytor Tech School, or PTS. Don't really know anything about that corporation. They went to the less valuable gas site anyway. We'll let them hang out there for a little bit. I suspect if they were going to try and bait us into an attack, they would go and hang out with our prospect. So we'll see what happens here if they show up on grid with our prospect. I think it's one of the startup NPC corporations. Oh, really? Okay. Let's see. Can we look at their corporation history? Don't know. I think we can. Let's see. What's that? What's the name of that one third-party website? It's like tells you about people's like corporation history and things like that. Oh yeah, no alliance. That's right. Well, right now they're just on D-scan, but let's see. But yeah, they don't have an alliance. That's true. That's true. Ehoo. That's it. Thank you, Mr. Goodnight and Fatty Brisket. Yes, yes. Ehoo. Eve who? Arun Ronarken. They've been a part of Black Flag Crew, Sylvester Tribe, Tactical Combat Gaming, Sylvester Tribe before that, Bad Bee Freelancers, and before that was the Paytor Tech School. So they're back in a NPC corp. So I bet that they started in 2012 and then played through, it looks like they played through 2015. Took a long break during 2015, I bet, and then are now coming back to the game here in 2024. So that's cool. Nice. Well, Arun Ranukin, welcome to the wormhole. Hanging out. We're going to be very cautious with Arun. Although the fact that they're in an NPC corp and are looks like we're probably on a long break probably tells me that I bet they're solo. And they probably don't have a lot of other cats on the other side of this wormhole. But man, they've got some skills. Gonna just jump in here and start hoovering down the gas with a Tengu that's lurking about. Exciting times. All right. Well, while we allow them to just kind of hang out with us in this wormhole. Oh, here they are. Okay, this is exactly what I wanted to show you guys. Perfect. So you can see these two Awakened Patrollers just showed up on grid. Perfect. This will actually be great, too, for this venture that's here. Especially if they try to jump to this cloud. Now we actually have, like, protection for our prospect here on this little gas cloud with us. See, these guys are targeting us. And they are now going to be giving chase. They're going to shoot at us. But that's okay, because we are moving so fast that what's going to eventually happen is they're going to kind of like end up kind of in the middle here, just chasing us as we go in a big circle around them. And it's going to make it very challenging, nigh impossible, for them to catch us and hit us. So we might take a tiny bit of damage here. I'm not too concerned about it right now. We're going to... You see they're trying to cut us off a little bit as we're on our way around the outside. But a lot of the times what I find is they're never even in range to hit us with their missiles. And we just... As you can see, like now we're just getting out there in front of them. Keep on making our way around. Should be no big deal. But if somebody else tries to jump onto grid here and starts to try and hoover down some gas. Now, there's not a lot of them here, so it's not like great protection, you know what I mean? But still a little bit. Somebody shows up here, they got to deal with some awakened patrollers too. I think these guys might even provide a little bit of newts there if you get too close to them. So that's kind of cool. Little Jedi mind trick, I think this is called. Jedi gas sucking, hoovering, huffing. Nailed it. All right, well, now that these guys are here, while they're here, it's time for another giveaway. Time for another giveaway. So, for this one, let's go with exclamation mark return in the chat. Exclamation mark return in the chat as we give a warm welcome back to Arun Ranukin out here enjoying this little wormhole with us, hoovering down some gas while we are sharing this little wormhole with them. We're gonna go try to kill them later. See if we can't actually catch them. But for now, I'm content to let them just indulge in some C-72 on that other gas site. But I mean, welcome back. Cat's got some skill. Cat has definitely got some skill out here in J-Space. We don't really have any, like, bubbles, you know what I mean? It's gonna be tough for us to set up, like, a trap for them and that kind of stuff, so... A little bit, it's gonna be challenging, if not impossible, for us to kill them as long as they're paying attention. If they start slacking, aren't looking at D-scan, we might be able to catch them. We'll try again with our Tengu, see if we can get them right as we drop in on grid. Oh, Rook, what is going on? Welcome, Rook. Welcome, welcome. But we'll see what happens. All right, exclamation mark return. We're going to take a short break. When we get back, we're going to keep on going after this gas or try to go and get that little venture. Steve, have a great stream. Thank you, Steve. Shout out again to Steve's Haven. Thank you for being here. All right. See you guys in a minute. All right, all right, all right. We're back. We are back. Exclamation mark return, everybody. Exclamation mark return in the chat. We're welcoming back this little venture that's hanging out in this wormhole with us. They appeared in smoke. Which? Yes, Rook, that's right. That's right. We are welcoming back this little Arun Ronuken who's hanging out in our wormhole with us. We're going to try to kill them in a minute here. But before that, we're just going to keep on D-scanning for a little bit and do this giveaway. So thank you guys all for being here. Hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful Saturday / Sunday. A wonderful weekend. Good morning, good evening, everyone. If you guys are just tuning in now or weren't here earlier in the stream, we are in the process of showcasing this C2 here, J105951, Shad Squatch's C2. So if you guys are at all interested in getting into wormhole content, ooh, C3 splash. Stand by. Let's see who's here. Hello. Metamorphosis. Very interesting. Curious to see how this metamorphosis handles the other gas huffer that's here. Praise Bob. Oh, Arun is out. They're out of here. Well, good luck, Arun. There's no chance we're going to catch that guy. Well, there's a metamorphosis here, though. The very same metamorphosis, in fact. Let's see. Are they a hunter? Or will they be hunted? Ooh. Let's see. There they are. Why, hello. Back into the C3 they go. Interesting. Ooh, B Tuga with the raid. Let's go. What is going on, B? Welcome, welcome. Pain of Death is here. You guys are just in time for our giveaway. Exclamation mark return in the chat. All you raiders, exclamation mark return. What is happening, B? Hopefully you guys had a great stream. What were you guys getting up to, B? Thank you, Cosm. Huge shout out to B Tuga. Welcome, welcome. As we were saying before we got rudely interrupted by that metamorphosis jumping into our wormhole, we are showcasing Shad Squatch's C2. So if you're at all interested in wormhole content and you would like to come out and learn the ways of J-Space, feel free to come out here and join Shad in their wormhole. They've got a channel, Squatch Recruitment, if you'd like to join in on their C2. And they also have a little wiki page that can let you know how to join in there. I'll throw it in the chat as well. So yes, B, we are showcasing J-Space content, talking about all the things you can do in here. You can see we're huffing down some gas here with our prospect as we are monitoring all of the different connections here. Trying to kill some little capsuleers that are jumping into this wormhole for a little bit of PvP, but the Venture that was just here, a little bit too slippery, they escaped. This Metamorphosis has popped their head in here a couple of times. So we'll see what happens there. I would not be surprised if a bunch of ships come ripping through this C3 and try to kill our prospect, since they know our prospect is out here somewhere now. But yeah, should be fun. But yeah, if you guys are interested in joining Sad Squatch's sweet little wormhole here, feel free to join in. They were kind enough to just rename the Astra House here to the Boojum Mustache Emporium. So if you guys want to come hang out in my mustache, you can join Shad's little C2, which is super great. B, you guys are doing Abyss all the time. Nice. What level, what tier of Abyssals were you guys running? Free kills, that's right. Exclamation mark return. Cheeky, but maybe okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. Last call. Exclamation mark return. Still ones. Okay. Far out. Far out. What ship are you running, B? We did T1 Abyssals in... What did we use? A worm, I think we did. The Jackdaw was great. Loved running those with the Jackdaw. And then also the Corax was pretty cool. Getting your money back to go to T4. Ah. Pure Amar. Oh, nice, nice. Abby's not one at the moment. All right. Let's go ahead and roll this giveaway. Let's roll this giveaway. The Amar ships are pretty cool looking, I'm not going to lie. They are pretty cool looking. Oh, Rook. The tenuous Rook with the win. Let's go. Hell yes. Oh, hell yes, Rook. Congratulations. It's been a while. We got to run some background checks on this guy in a second. Oh, Adrios Davenport. Throw one of these skins your way. Here we go. Scimitar Media Miasma skins. The partner skins, as they say. Adia Rose. Nice. All right. Thanks, Rook. Congratulations. Thank you guys for being here today. Dude, this is awesome. Anyway, so B, yeah, we've been enjoying, like, learning the ways of J-Space. If you guys have any questions on the C2, let me know. B, heading out. Thank you for the raid, B. Thank you so much for the raid. I love skin. Try to wear one every day. That's right, Rook. That's right. It'd be rude to not wear skin. You know what I mean? Just rude. Curious to see if that metamorphosis comes back through in here. Let's run some background checks on this guy while they're out and about, huh? Sensor Miner. Sensor Miner. Okay. Let's see. Sensor Miner has lost 3 ships. They've destroyed 0. They have been playing since April of 2024. They are a brand new bro. Let's see. They started in the School of Applied Knowledge. They started playing right after we did. Wow, that's cool. They joined a corporation called Compress Me Daddy. Amazing. They decided that Compress Me Daddy was not the corporation for them and went back to the School of Applied Knowledge. And then joined the Arrakis Raiders. And then joined Watcher Out. They've been there for 27 days. That's interesting. They have no kills and have lost only 3 ships, which is very impressive. They've lost, let's see. Looks like they lost a venture and the capsule of the same venture in low sec when they were a member of Compress Me Daddy. And then they lost a Mauler. They lost a Mauler to Kitchen Sinkhole. Interesting. And that they lost that Mauler just earlier this month. So they've gone a long way. Wow. And they're out here in a Metamorphosis. Interesting. And that was in J2404230 where they lost their Mauler. What does Watcher Out do? Let's take a look at Watcher Out. Let's see. It looks like they are a wormhole corporation. And I bet their home is 204230, which I wonder, that may be the one that's next door. Been in quite a few scuffles with Kitchen Sinkhole. They've also got some kills in there as well. Oh. So they've jumped into a wormhole corporation. That's cool. Nice. Let's see. 2322826 is a C3. 204230 is a C4. So they might live in a C4, which means that this is maybe part of their chain. There's a decent number of activity in some C3s there, it looks like. But mainly C4s. Little C5, C6. Yeah, mainly C4 stuff. 204230 mainly. Huh. Alright. Far out. Far out. Well, I've got a little bit more essay on what that guy might be up to. As we continue to hoover down some gas here, sort of chill out a little bit. All right, guys, what do you all think about doing a Boojum Skinner auction? We haven't done one of those in a while. Would that be something that you all are interested in today? Or what I was thinking we could also do next is just showcase some of the C2 sites. After we finish scooping up some more of this gas here, I think we'll do a little C2 combat site, a C2 combat site. Let me double check the patch notes really quick. I think there were some good patch notes that released that have to do with Skinner. On the 19th, in fact. Let me check. They could also be ones that are on the way out and have not quite dropped yet. Yeah, it looks like those Skinner updates are still on the way. I do believe, according to the patch notes that I'm reading right now anyway. So they're gonna have some really good updates for Skinner. We're gonna be able to actually trade them directly with other capsuleers. Huge win. I'm really impressed that they're making the Skinner system. They're continuing to iterate on it and just make it better. Very impressed with that. All the faction officer stuff. Pochvin, Sovereignty. Yeah, I wanted to try and do some of those officer things, trying to get some of those officer mods that are out there in high sec and low sec, but Those guys are scary. Very, very scary. Plus, we're hanging out in wormhole space right now. We're still on our wormhole adventure. Maybe we'll get after those things later on. But that was kind of a cool addition too. Add some more officers to the rats that are out there on the mining belts in high sec and low sec. It's pretty sweet. Horrible gameplay. What is going on? What is going on? Welcome, welcome. We are showcasing this little C2 wormhole today. Learning the ways of Bob in here. We still have one more. We still have to make another sacrifice to Bob. We'll do that once we finish hoovering down this C70 here. I'm not sure how much is left. There's not a lot in the C70 cloud, typically, but it is valuable. You can see we're at 36.5 million already, and we're only halfway full with our hold, so that's pretty sweet. It looks like in this minor perimeter reservoir, they've got a total of 12,000 meters cubed for 81 million ISK, which is pretty sweet. So that means we're halfway to getting all the gas from this C70 and getting up to almost 100 million ISK, which is not too bad. Not too shabby. That venture got scared away. Poor guy. Horrible. How is your weekend going? Hopefully it's going quite well. Enjoying all the things that Eve has to offer. Yeah. Yeah. What a great time. Got the drops back enabled, ready to rock and roll. Dude, good day. Good day. Love this. Doing lots of brain stuff to get ready for an interview on Monday. Ooh. Congratulations on making it to the interview. Nice, nice. Brain stuff. Does the interview entail a lot of brain things? Not a job for school. Oh, okay, cool. Interviewing for school. That's awesome. Nice. Still, congratulations. Getting into the interview can be the most challenging part. For me, personally, I find if I can get to the interview, I personally become less anxious because I feel like I'm very confident in interviews, and I feel like if I can make it to the interview, then I can do okay. Getting to the interview for me is the hardest part. But you know what they say in any interview? Think about what you're going to say before you say it, and be yourself. Be genuine. Be honest. And, you know, you made it this far. You've already made it to the interview. So that alone tells you that they're interested. And I think you'll do just great. No need to be anxious. Can't multi-box in real life. Yeah, exactly. That's true. That's true. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? It should make the risk of death a lot less if I was able to multi-box in real life. Look at these guys out here. Whoop. Trying to chase us down. Oh, man. What a great time. What a great time. The other thing we were thinking about doing today is I was considering, maybe after we're done kind of showcasing this little wormhole for everybody, maybe after do a little C2 combat site here, I was thinking maybe you guys would be interested in watching how we do a little bit of like the behind the scenes work for the stream. I'm in the process of making a monitor, kind of like this one here, like a virtual monitor, if you will. You can see that this one like lowers down in when we bring the scene up. I was thinking about making one that like is 3D and folds in. So monitor would appear behind us. Maybe like unravel. It might be kind of cool. It like emerges from cyberspace. So we're in the process of making that right now. Trying to do some motion graphics and a bunch of work in After Effects. I don't know if you guys would be interested in watching us do that. Watching us make things like that. If you are, let me know. I thought I'm going to be doing that work anyway. Might be kind of cool content for people to see. Oh, and by the way, C. Thompson, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Hell yes. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Boojum-Verse. Dude, we got a bunch of new followers today. We're up to 1,430 now. Let's go. Let's go. Also, guys, while we're chilling here, just kind of hanging out here, imagine a holographic 3D screen. Yes, that's exactly what we're thinking about making, Horrible. That's exactly what we're gonna plan on making, actually. I want it to look like it's a curved monitor, you know what I mean? With some 3D curvatures. And then make the center kind of like holographic or like kind of transparent. We can put all of our gameplay and announcements and things like that on there. I thought that'd be kind of cool. It'd be pretty cool. Yeah, if you guys wanted to help us make that, that'd be pretty sweet. Nice try with that venture earlier. You'll get him next time. Dude, so close. So close. I don't know if I could have really done... I don't know if I could have done any better. That's the thing with ventures and prospects. They're so slippery, you know what I mean? That's our lock time, too. Like, if we wanted to go full bore PvP, I would really need to get another ship, get an interceptor with bubbles, which we are training. We are training an interceptor with this character here that is normally our buzzard character, but we're also training up to eventually be able to use an interdictor, as you can see. Kind of out there in the future. Not exactly sure how to integrate that into the caravan quite yet. We'll see. We might expand the Nomad Armada, the Boojum Caravan, the Boojum Armada out a little bit more in the future, but yeah, without any like really solid tackle with bubbles, things like that, it's really tough, really tough. Only 1 year left? Yeah, only 1 year. Look at that. Can you believe that? On this character, we've only got 366 days left. Not bad. Let's see how many we have left on our main. Only 468 days left. That's half of what we used to have. It used to be at like 800 something, which is a lot. A lot. Hell, this is just to get us through like the basics. We're still cleaning up our Tengu training, trying to get some jamming stuff up, heavy assault missiles, you know, things like that. That one's going to take 24 days. Sweet, sweet, sweet mother of God. Cloaking. That'll maybe help us a little bit with our targeting delay after uncloaking, so that will be helpful. That will be helpful. I might move that up. I'll move that up a little bit. Anyway, we're kind of in we're in a decent spot right now, doing almost 1,000 DPS with the Tengu. So I'm very, very excited about, very happy about that. And then our other characters, how much they got going on too? Let's see. 291 days. That's not bad. And 293 days. So not too bad on those guys. Need to get some accelerators going. Been training into a Loki to do some hunting out in Null and J-Space. Nice. Yes. The Loki's so cool, Thompson. I really, really like the Loki. I love the Tengu. It's probably my favorite ship in the game. But I really want to fly a Loki. I really want to fly a Loki. Get really good at PvP. Dude, being able to, like, the long-range webs on the Loki are so cool. You can kite with that thing. Whereas my Tengu's like a brawler. You just commit to the fight. Oh, God. Just accept you're going to be tackled. But I love the way the Tengu looks. I love the Kaldari ships. I love that it's so good at PvE. It's so good at ratting. I think the Tengu. Now I haven't flown the Loki, but I think the Tengu may have a slight advantage over the Loki when it comes to PvE. I think the Loki is the clear winner for the tier 3 cruisers when it comes to PvP, though. Oh, man. Have us and chat pop out the side with the announcements and all that. Ooh, yeah, that'd be cool. So check this out, Horrible. I don't know if you just saw it, but this is kind of what we have right now. I kind of want to do an iteration on this. So there's that transition, right? Normal stuff. Let me go back. Get the chat to pop in. Get the monitor to scroll down. But I want to do it in like 3D, where they move in. I think that'd be pretty cool. We're going to be working on that today and maybe a little bit tomorrow. We'll see. Probably not going to have much time next week, but hopefully we can get stuff going. Learning how to do motion graphics is not easy. Not easy. We're trying to watch as many tutorials as we can and learn our way as best as possible. There are beautiful ships everywhere, and there are also many ugly ones. Yeah, that's so true, Pain of Death. That's so true. And it's all, you know, it's all subjective, too. Like this little guy. I love the way the prospect looks. Especially with our little Boojum skin on there. Look at him go. Hoovering up all this gas. Oh, yes. Dude, some of these ships are so cool looking. Little blinky lights on there. Ah, we need to get some kill marks on this guy. Oh, it's so cool. So cool. Gotta remember to zoom in on your ships every now and then, you know what I mean? Whoa. Excuse me. We didn't hear a splash here. We've got a buzzard. A buzzard? What is going on in here? Hello? Where did you come from, sir? I didn't hear a splash, so they may have been here lurking in the shadows. We'll make sure they're not a friendly before we try and hunt them down. Little scouty boy, little scouty boy in here. All right, the game's afoot. Let's see who has wandered into this little wormhole. Oh, they've moving their scanners around. A buzzard, huh? Don't see too many battle buzzards out there. Ah, we've got a cosmic signature. That's likely what happened. Maybe that a new wormhole has opened up in here. Likely. Those guys made it through there quickly when that new signature appeared. Let's get our own probes out really fast and scan that thing down really quick. We'll show our buzzard to their buzzard. We can be buzzards together. Boop, boop. What class wormhole do you guys think this is? I bet it's a C4. That's my hunch. May have to evacuate our prospect here, and we may have to delay our C2 combat site ratting. Alright, let's scoop that guy back up. Let's see, this is the null sec connection. That's been very quiet all day. So let's jump over here and check out this spot. While we continue to keep our eyes out for a buzzard. A buzzard. All right, the game's afoot. What's the description on info show? Let's find out. Let's take a look. So, aha. As we suspected. Little C4. A K126. I think it's a C4. Could be a C5. Sometimes I get the C4s and C5s confused. But I'm pretty sure that's a C4. WJU. Alright, let's keep our eyes on this guy. I'm not super concerned with the null set connection right now. Oop, their proby probes are away. Let's see if anything shows up. Oop, they're still on D-scan over there. Caught one of them. Yeah, so they're still scanning some things down. Probably right on the edge here. Probably scanning down this site here, I imagine. Haven't been in a wormhole in a long time. Back then, we had a POS in there and built battleships and chimeras because you couldn't fly in with them. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. What's the description of that wormhole? It says it is a dangerous site. This guy here. The wormhole seems to lead into dangerous, unknown parts of space. So it's a C4 or a C5. Stable. And it just appeared, so. There's that buzzard. Hello, hello, hello. Ooh, high sec. Okay. Maybe they came out of the high sec hole. Interesting. Probably going and scouting out what's going on in there. C4s are filled with very dangerous people. They are the sort of like gold standard. C4s and C5s are the most desirable wormholes to live in. So anytime a C4 connection is around, gotta be ready for content. Class 4 wormholes are murky red, purple, and blue with a white wedge and black center. Ooh, okay. Take a look at that. Looks like they're back. I figured they were gonna come right back through. I thought about jumping the Tengu onto grid right here and trying to catch this dude right as they showed up, but without a bubble, it's probably not gonna happen. All right, Buzz X got you on intel. See if they show up on grid anywhere. Run some background checks. See if they go back through this C4. Not on grid. Off grid. Interesting, they were on grid again momentarily. Or not on grid, but they were on D-scan again momentarily. Maybe jumped out of our D-scan range. Surprised they weren't cloaked up, though. Keep on D-scanning. Keep tabs on our prospect. Don't want that guy to catch us. Let's run some background on them as well. Buzz X is their name, with weird star things. I don't know if I'm going to be able to look them up on Zkill. I don't know how to make the 3-star things. Oh, and that's the name of their ship. Click for pilot information. Nailed it. Nomad Collective. Oh, cool. We're nomads. We could be nomads together. Maybe they're trying to join the Armada with us. Ooh. So let's see. What do we think? This looks like a C4. Big white wedge in there. Yeah, C4. Nailed it. The white wedge with the black center. Yes. All right. Oops. Buzz X. On D-scan, off D-scan. They're just bouncing around the system. Probably bookmarking things. Surprised they're not cloaked up. Let's see. Constantine. Const 4. Into the C4 they go. Or perhaps came out of. Probably went into the C4, I imagine. Const Forntine. There we go. Got him. They have destroyed 311 ships and lost 154. They are 61% dangerous. They've been around since 2009. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They are an experienced wormholer. A very experienced wormholer. We're gonna have to keep our wits about us right now. Continue to scoop up the last of this gas. Let's see, they've got a lot of kills. C4s, lots of C4s and C5s that they've been getting kills in. Oh yeah, they love to hang out in C4s and 5s. Might be their home system right next to us. See, what do they like to fly, I wonder? Let's see, their last kill, they were in a... Constantine. What were they in on their last kill? They were in a Lashak. Ooh, oh my. Oh my. What's going on, Envo? Welcome, welcome. All right, well, we've hoovered down all the gas from this spot. Let's go and establish security somewhere, huh? Nullsec. Let's go to our Nullsec perch. We'll get all cloaked up here. Get out of here. There we go. All cloaked up now. All right. So, we now have to play the game of patience. Because who knows what's on the other side of this C4. At least one buzzard scouting about. Alrighty, alrighty. Freeman life detected. Professional multi-boxer with a casual mustache. What's going on, Anarchos? What is going on? Shout out to Anarchos, by the way. Amazing, amazing streamer. If you guys are interested at all in anything PvP, check out Anarchos. They've got an amazing stream. It's one of the most creative streams I've ever seen as well. So much fun. Anarchos, how's it going today? Happy Saturday. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are having a great time. Sure you've got some great things in store for us later on. What lies ahead in the unknown? That's right. Anarchos, how have you been enjoying J-Space, by the way? You've been getting into the wormhole stuff. Going and trying to just scout them all, right? Full of Brazilian food? Yes, nice, nice. We today, Anarchos, have been showcasing Shad's C2. So, we somehow found Shad Squatch's C2 out here on our Nomad Roam. And we thought that what a great way to showcase their corporation and their like C2. Like it's designed to be a wormhole that is used to teach people the ways of J-Space, the ways of wormholing and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, small world, right? Crazy. Out of the 2,600 wormholes out there, we happened to find theirs. And so as you can see here as well, check this out. Shad was kind enough to name the Astra House after us. If you guys want to come join in on the C2 that Shad has, you're all more than welcome to. You can dock up in Boojum's Mustache Emporium, which is so cool. They have a C3 and a high sec static in this C2 on Arcos, so it's a great way to learn how to do wormhole stuff with a perfect C3 right next door that you can jump into to like start to do the harder content. You can learn how to do it all in a C2, which is awesome. And the high sec static is right there, so it's easy to get into, easy to go back to K-Space to go sell loot and things like that. But yeah, Boojum's Mustache Emporium, great name. Yeah. Shad picked the name. What a fun time. What a small world too. I've been having so much fun out here. We are in danger though in Arcos. We are in danger. There is a terrifying C4 that just opened up right next door, and it's active. People have been rolling. One person came through and scouted out the area for a little bit. He was expelled from the mustache team. Yeah. No, not really wormhole police in Arcos. We're just being cautious because this C4, the corporation that's in there, known as, what is this name of this corporation? They're the Nomad Collective, apparently. In the Alliance only holes. They're dangerous. They are dangerous. The buzzard that was scouting through here has got quite a few kills. And they seem to know what's up. So we're just being a little bit cautious. What we're going to go do here in a minute, though, is let's go and check out some combat sites here with our Tengu, and see what's going on there. So do a little bit of combat sites in the C2. Very easy. Our PvP build can handle the combat sites, no sweat. But for now, we're just taking a slight pause and seeing if anything else comes out of this C4. Because they are very dangerous. That's right. Danger. Danger, Will Robinson. Only holes. Kinky. We've also had a little bit of activity from the high-sec connection. Always good activity from a high-sec connection. Opportunity every now and then to go and catch some day trippers that come into the wormhole. We tried to kill a Venture earlier on Arcos, but they escaped. Ventures are hard to catch. Am I going to play the Eve Frontier game? I don't know on Arcos. We're going to try it out for sure. I'm very curious to see how they implement blockchain into the game. I'm just very curious. So we're going to try it out. Yep, 6 days. 6 days of waiting. We're going to jump in on the Phase 4 trial for sure. We'll be streaming it, obviously. Yeah, I'm going to withhold all judgment and expectations until we get hands-on and actually see what it's about and how it goes. I'm very curious to see what happens with it. Very curious. Cautiously optimistic. Ooh, I would say I am cautiously neutral. History tells us that cryptocurrencies in video games have not gone well. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. If there's anybody that can pull it off, it's probably CCP. It's probably CCP. And, you know, like, the fact that the way I read all of the, like, FAQ about the game is it doesn't, I get the impression that it's not a game that has cryptocurrency in it. It is a game built off of blockchain. Like, the game itself is built off of a blockchain, like, backbone. So that's interesting. That's very interesting to me. I think it might also have the cryptocurrency part about it, too, which is concerning, but also interesting. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Got a little less than a week to wait, and then we can figure out what's going on. Recommend watching Loru's video. Reminds you about the elephant in the room. Yeah, I think that's... I think I may have actually seen that. I'm not sure. I've read through all the FAQ, but... Blockchain drops. Yeah, right? NFT 9mm for the win. We'll see what happens. I will say the trailer for it is very, very cool. Very, very interesting. You know what I mean? Blockchain warp fuel. Dude, I think that's kind of what it's going to be in Arcos. Like, it's like blockchain components to build ships and stations and all that kind of stuff. Instead of mining, you just go mine Bitcoin. I need to go mine my blockchain resources to build a station. No Man's Sky, but on Eve Grimm style and super hard. Yeah, and that's the other thing that's also interesting to me too. They are advertising it as a survival game in space with spaceships. So it's like Eve Online, but a like survival, almost like a survival horror game is what it looks like to me. Which I love survival horror games. I absolutely love survival horror. So maybe it's gonna be cool. We'll find out. Oh, well, this C4 is a little bit quiet right now, so we're getting in towards the end of our stream, everybody. We're getting towards the end of our stream. So what we're going to do now is I would like to showcase how to do a little bit of ratting at one of these combat sites. It's going to be risky with this C4 active here. We may have to warp off like immediately if somebody pops through here. But this little spot is just outside of D-scan range. So we're going to go warp over here and try to do this Sleeper Data Sanctuary. So for a Sleeper Data Sanctuary, it drops 11.6 million ISK in blue loot. It's got 3 waves. They've got some sentry towers, some emergent patrollers, and an escort, a couple of escorts. We should be able to do this with our PvP fit. So we're going to go give that a shot real quick here. This guy right here. Let's go ahead and warp to 0 on this guy. We'll stay cloaked up, and then this nullsec connection will swap out with the C3. So we'll keep eyes on the C3. The nullsec has been very quiet all day long. And then we've got our waves here ready to go. We've got a little document called Grubu's Maintained No-Lax Updated Cars Modified Rikes Guide, version 1.5. It's a Google Doc. Tells us what all the triggers are for all the different waves for these sleeper sites. We're going to see how quickly we can maybe burn through one of these. We'll see. All right, so got our enemies here. The awakened escorts are the triggers. So we got to kill these towers first, and then the escorts. So let's go ahead and we'll just go ahead and try to orbit this guy at like 2,500. We'll uncloak here. Turn on the afterburner. Turn on our shield. Ow. That hurt a lot. We may have to warp off. That hit hard. Surprisingly so. My goodness. Let's start to take out these guys. Let's swap in... Let's see. What do we have loaded right now? We've got some Rage Heavy missiles here. Got a range of 26 kilometers on those guys. Looks like we're doing okay with the damage now that we're up to speed and can speed tank a little bit here. Make sure we've got all these wormholes tied down. Perfect. Okay, and let's start to kill these towers here. And get after the escorts. Mr. Savage, what is going on? What is going on? Welcome, welcome. We're just having some fun in a little C2. Shad Squatch's C2, in fact. Showcasing their little wormhole that they have, which is used to, like, train people the ways of J-Space. So the trigger for this guy is going to be these 2 awakened escorts. And then we'll move on to wave number 2, which has 4 frigates and 1 battleship, which is the trigger. And then we can just kill everybody. So, should be sweet. Savage, how are you enjoying the weekend? Hopefully it's going well. We've been having a fun time so far. Tried to get a little bit of PvP going. We had a metamorphosis or 2 in here. A buzzard in here, as well as a little venture that we tried to kill. But the venture pilot was very good. Very, very slippery. They got away. Weekend's going okay? Nice, nice. Yeah, we're trying, Savage. We're trying. We had a really rough week in EVE Online earlier. We lost not 1, but 2 Tengus earlier, Savage. Yeah. It was bad. Back to back, basically, too. Oh, God, it hurt. It hurt. But we learned a lot from it. We learned a lot from it. So we're back at it. Learning from our mistakes. Making those sweet, sweet isks. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Slav. It was rough. We lost one to a battle with a bunch of... Oops. There's that C4. Time to jump off here. See if we can catch who's flying through here. We must pay attention. A Helios. Get cloaked up as quickly as we can, and they jumped over to this guy. The high sec connection, it looks like. Why, hello. Kreia Boss. What's up? See if they roll straight into that. Indeed. All right. Well, we may not be able to finish that site since we've got all the activity going again. Smoke again. Grab the fire. I think I'm going to update that little, like, warp in effect. I think I might make it more like a teleportation. What do you guys think? Anarchos, I'm curious to see what you think about our little scene transitions. We've been trying to up the level of our stream some more as much as we possibly can, working on our transitions and all that kind of stuff. So I was thinking maybe we make it look like a little teleportation effect. Or a portal, yeah. So I also thought about making it like a wormhole. Like I was trying to take a wormhole and like get the boom, 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 that effect on it. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool. Orcas are still system boosts, so they are spendy. Ooh, yeah. Here, yeah, we'll play it for you again. I think we need to do a little bit of work on it. Get a little teleportation effect in there, which is kind of cool. Smooth. Thank you, Sloth. Thank you. Trying to work on that a little bit more. Get the transition in. Get the delays. Setting up that little monitor, like, scroll down was... That took, like, 12 hours. It was crazy. Oh, my goodness. It's so insane. Very few have better. Well, I think we can do better, though. It's all about the details in Arcos. Exactly right. We're trying to focus on the little details. You know what I mean? Ooh. Well, hello. A buzzard. A capsule? Interesting. Oh. What's going on in here? Look at all these peoples. Ooh. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Lots happening. Looks like there's a battle. A battle is ensuing on the other side of this little wormhole here. The nomads are at war. And we're moving back and forth. Space Ghost, a Legion. Ooh. A Legion out and about now. Dangerous times for us. We probably aren't going to be doing a heck of a lot more wormhole content right now today, but FX pretty cool. Thank you, Anarchos. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's still some more work to do. I think rather than like a little smoke in effect, I think doing some like teleportation coolness would be kind of neat. We're also working on some other transitions too, so check this out. Ooh, you guys might like this one. Let's see. For when we're piloting our porpoise, you know what I mean? Out here. This has gone too far. Place, do some dancing, right? I don't know. It's like the little things, you know what I mean? But we need to we're still working on learning how to do animation and animated graphics and things like that. So hopefully we get it there. Booj will have a top-down camera, right? Could dance in there for hours. Yeah, can you imagine just the front of a porpoise and then just grooving around and dancing, looking out the window? We'll see. We'll see what we can do. Let's see. Do I have any other good animations? Nothing in particular right now. Nothing in particular. Tell you what, guys. It's getting towards that time. Time for one last giveaway, and then we're gonna raid out. We're gonna have a short ad break coming up. We're gonna take a quick bio, do a quick giveaway, and then we'll come back and we'll find a suitable raid target for today and call it a success. Or a happy return after losing 2 Tengus 2 days in a row. Oh my god. Add a mining animation to the ship. Oh, that'd be great, Slav. We could do that easy. Getting our course together to these magics. Dude, I was thinking about, Rook, we were talking about that earlier. Doing a stream of kind of like how we do, like a behind-the-scenes stream of how we kind of make some of these different animations and things in the background, which could be pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Learned how to make your own VTube avatar. Speaking of, Slav, we've got our own avatar as well. We'll show it to you in a little bit here, right after this break. So we're gonna take a short break. When we get back, we're gonna do a giveaway. Let's get that thing going real quick. Let's call this exclamation mark. Yeah, rip Tengu. Yeah, exactly. Rip. That's a good one for us. Exclamation mark rip in the chat in honor of the Lavinia Waitley, the Tengu that we lost in glorious combat here in J-Space. Praise Bob. Praise Bob. We're going to take a short break. When we get back, we're going to find a good place to go out and raid out to and call it a day after we do this giveaway. Solar Empire, welcome. Thank you for being here. Hope you guys are having fun. See you in a minute.
Well, it's been a successful day so far. We were able to gather quite a bit of gas, try to track down some of the other capsuleers that made their way into our little C2 that we are being so graciously hosted in by Shad Squatch and their corporation. But now, danger abounds. C4 has opened up into our little C2, and quite a few extremely dangerous individuals are roaming about. It's time for us today to dock back up, secure the loot that we've so successfully tied down, especially after the loss of 2 of our Tengus in the span of 2 days. We must rebuild, learn from the mistakes that we have made, and strive to continue to improve, to get better, become more skilled, and eventually become that much more terrifying. Thank you all for being here. I hope you've enjoyed our little explanation of wormhole life and our little tour of Shad Squatch's C2. Exclamation mark RIP in the chat for our last giveaway as we dock back up in the Boojum's Mustache Emporium.
Welcome to the Boojum-Verse. Together we shall usher in the next age of Bob. Wormhole by wormhole. System by system. Join the Armada. Join the Boojum Corp.
Welcome back, everybody. Exclamation mark RIP in the chat. What do you guys think? Isn't that ridiculous? Little talking avatar. God, she's so weird. She speaks so weird. Thank you, Payne. Thank you. Ridiculous, yeah. We have been busy. We have been busy. We're trying our best, bringing us to the next level. Trying to make the quality of this stream as high as we possibly can, because you guys are spending so much time hanging out with us. It's so great. Cool guy. Can we have the lady, right? Just me or whole team? Slav, I have, as I'm sure you know, it's not a big team. It's a small team of 5 or 6 developers, coders, editors, that kind of stuff. So they do okay work. They do okay work. We pay them a lot. I think probably too much, to be quite honest. Everything that the stream earns, I have to go to, pay their salaries, of course. They're getting better, but we're trying to get them to the next level. You know what I mean? Make sure that the Boojum Corp, the Boojum-Verse, is the most enjoyable, the most fun, the highest quality stream in all of not only New Eden, but Twitch as well. Trying to get it there. Slowly but surely, we're making small improvements, I think. Small improvements, but... Anyway, if you guys have feedback, we're always open to that. Always open to the feedback, of course. And if you guys are interested in watching some of the behind the scenes, maybe we'll do a stream for that. Could be pretty cool. Booge for Twitch Bezos. Thank you, Slav. Thank you very much. Thank you guys for being here to do this. I hope this was a really fun day. I know I had a lot of fun hanging out in this C2. It's a really cool wormhole that Shad's got going here. Huge shout out to Shad, by the way, for hosting us in their wormhole. Still so surprised that we just ran into them on our little nomad roam, which is really cool. So, all right. Exclamation mark RIP in the chat. We're going to do this last giveaway. And while we get the last call here for that last giveaway, we do have one more announcement to make. And that is a little bit of a sad, but also a happy announcement. So, tomorrow, we normally would be streaming at 10 o'clock Eastern time. We normally stream every Saturday and every Sunday at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. And then we try to throw some streams in during the week as well. Unfortunately, this week is going to be quite busy with work. So I'm not going to be able to stream tomorrow. We're probably just going to be doing a little bit of work on trying to get the quality of the stream up just a little bit more focusing on those small details, focusing on like the teleportation effect, getting a 3D monitor that unfolds in the background on some of our other scenes. But we won't be streaming tomorrow, unfortunately. Yeah, Rook. Yeah, we will not be tomorrow. So the next time we're going to be back live is going to be probably Friday night or next Saturday. So in 1 week from now, Saturday at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern time is when you can expect to very likely catch us live. Guys, if you aren't in the Discord for the Boojum-Verse, please feel free to join in there. That's where we post all of our announcements when it comes to our stream schedule and things like that. So you'll see an announcement there explaining that we're not going to be live tomorrow, but we will be back next weekend on Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern. I might actually change the time to 10:30 a.m. Eastern. I think 10:30 feels a little bit like a better start time. I need just a little bit more time to kind of get everything together and ready to rock and roll. Zid, what is going on, by the way? Welcome. And then, here's the good part of the announcement. Here's the good part. Is in a week from tomorrow, 1 week from tomorrow, on the 29th of September, we are going to be on the Twitch front page. So I'm super excited. It's take number 2 for us. Twitch front page day on the 29th of September. Going to be going live at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. Planning on streaming for probably like, I don't know, maybe 8 hours. We're going to be playing EVE Online, obviously, but then we're going to mix it up a bit. Play some Black Myth Wukong, some Dark and Darker, which we've never played before. Going to try that. That should be a lot of fun. You may know of a couple of other EVE streamers that are playing some Dark and Darker. We're going to maybe join up with them and go see what that game has to offer. And then we might also jump back into Elden Ring a little bit. So explore a little bit more of the Boojum-Verse. But the whole point, the main reason that we're going to be on the front page is that we are raising money for the Wounded Warrior Project. So, guys, you can see we always have the Wounded Warrior Project as our charity. Somebody jumping through that C4 again. If you guys would like to donate for that, we're almost halfway to our $3,000 goal. I'm hoping that on our front page day, we're able to get it across the line and raise $3,000 for the Wounded Warrior Project. So, please stay tuned for that. That should be a lot of fun. And let's go ahead and roll this giveaway, huh? Oh, Drekavac just jumped in. Good lord. Look at that guy. Well, hello! Yes, Lunicus. Yes, tell your friends. Tell your friends about front page day. No one. All right, let's roll this giveaway, guys. Here we go. El Felixo with the win. Nice. Nice. Let's go. Let's go. Congratulations. All right, let me know what your in-game name is. The silent stalker out here. This is Drekavac. Good lord. We're going all over the place. God, there's so much activity out here. Out of control. Out of control. All right. Let's send this skin your way. The last partner skin giveaway for today. Got a few more to get through next week before the month ends. Man, September has gone by so fast. So quickly. El Felixo. Congratulations. Off it goes. On the way to you. All right. Cool. Let's find ourselves a little raid target, shall we? Guys, I hope you've been enjoying the stream. Hope it's been fun times. Let's see. We got Chlorokin. We raided them the other day, right as they finished playing EVE Online and jumped into RimWorld. Great stream. They are one of the main inspirations for us doing our little Nomad adventure, which would be pretty sweet. Let's see. We've got Snide. We've got DRB. We've got Dangerous. Raph is online as well. Rookie Bear. Tell you what, we haven't raided out to DRB or Snide in a long time. So I'll let you guys choose. I will let you guys choose. We're going to throw a poll up in the chat real quick. And you guys get to choose our raid target for today. New poll. Snide or DRB? It's going to be a quick one, guys. Give you a minute. We'll give you a minute for that raid poll. All right. Oh, Lumen's online as well. Yeah. Oh, is Lumen online? I love Lumen. Great channel as well. Let's see. We've raided Lumen not too long ago, actually, but see, we'll go with Snide or DRB for now. Those will be our 2 targets for now, and then we'll grab 2 more on the next one. All right. We got DRB with 3 votes, Snide with 2. Ooh, it's a close race. We're tied at 3 and 3. Snide with 4 now. DRB with 3. Looks like Snide is in the lead for the... Oh, tied again. Oh, my goodness. Neck and neck. Here we go. Coming in to the last few seconds of the poll. Snide's up to 5. In the lead by 1 vote against DRB. Counting it down, and... looks like Snide's the winner. All right. So, guys, when we raid out here, let them know who sent you. You know what I mean? Keep the good vibes going. Say hello, drop all of the raid emotes, all of the 07s, the hearts, exactly just like that, Rook. Drop all those in the chat. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We will see you, if not next Friday, then for sure next Saturday. Fly dangerous, everyone.
Jump as soon as you hit grid. Last jump for the scouting party. Then we gotta scout the wormhole.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Welcome. Whoa. Let's go! Yeah! Hold. Hold. All right, here's the plan. We're going to try to burn out of this thing as fast as we can. Come on! Yes! Oh! We made it, everybody. We made it. Oh, shit! Let's go! Ha ha ha! Perfect. All right, and the DSC is on the way. We made it. Boojum. As soon as I hit grid, I'll let you know. You can work to me. Boojum. Boojum. Not an Boojum, but Boojum. That was fun. That was really fun. Well, guys, for some reason, we're having trouble raiding out. Twitch is not having a good time with us, so we've tried to raid out to Snide like 3 times now, and it says unable to raid them at this time. So I guess we'll try to raid out to Stream DRB, see if that works. Hopefully it works. give it a shot. Again, thank you all. That works for some reason. All right, well, I guess Stream DRB gets it. We'll have to raid out to Snide next time. We'll remember to keep them on. Hopefully we catch them live again. If you are available, jump into Snide Stream 2 anyways. Let them know we said hi. And hopefully we'll see them again soon. But with that, y'all have a good one. See ya.